Hello, we're live. Let me hide that. That was from the last live stream. Okay, hold up because my phone all the way over here. Clear his throat. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, I have something to show you if my microphone acts right. It's time for a new microphone. That's what that means. My microphone is not feeling like hoo-hee. Hello, happy Saturday. Please do like the live stream on your way in. It does help the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, but you're here every week, I need you to go ahead and subscribe. Okay, haircut. So actually, I'm late because I was at the barber. He was behind schedule, which is like always, ever, for every barber anywhere. But this is a new barber, and he asked us to rate him on the app. Hold up. So I'm gonna ask you guys. You can do the poll actually. Hold up. I don't know how to get to you guys. Okay. Poll. So he said he wants us to rate him. There's 5 stars, but I think I only get 4 options. So I'm gonna do 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, and 1 to 2 stars. Whatever y'all rated, I'm actually going to rate him on the app. He asked me to leave a review before I left. He didn't ask you guys because I don't think he knows that there's an audience for his haircut. But he did ask me. This is my first time seeing him. Now, with that being said, today is going to be a more religious live stream. We will be looking at some religion. Hold up. Let me pull some religion up for us, actually. I happen to have some religion right here.
Look at your neighbor and say, "Ho, is you cool?" Look at your neighbor and say, "Ho, is you cool?"
I just realized this is AI. Am I tripping? I think this is AI. It looks smooth. I just looked in the background. I didn't realize this. I just saw this 10 minutes ago. Hold up.
Look at your neighbor and say, "Ho, is you cool?"
Yeah, I think this is AI. Like, I'm looking at the people's hands in the background, and it looks weird.
Look at your
I don't know. Like, I actually don't know.
neighbor and say, "Ho, is you cool?" Look.
No, I don't think. Wait, it is? Oh. Well, I guess I won't be dragging the church today. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm sure we have some other religion.
Always talking about you want some head, but you need to head your ass to church. Now hit that right.
I think this is AI too. I saw this earlier this week. I had a whole, we were going to go through all the Instagram posts I saved from the church today. But I think they're all AI. Now that I look at them closer, I think they're all AI. It's just that I'm so used to the church being like this. I've seen real life stuff like this, but also on Instagram. I've seen pastors who are very flamboyant. So it didn't register to me that this might be fake, but I actually exactly. Swallowed Up is before AI was a thing. So when I saw these and I'm listening to them, I'm like, oh, let me save so we can watch it together and we can talk about the church. And now I realize it's AI. This is the problem with our country right now, actually. The problem is this affects religion, one, but I think let's talk about our president real quick. Can we talk about our president? Or do y'all want to chill today? Our president. y'all's president. Let's talk about y'all's president. The way I've seen so much AI of this man who's in the White House, and I can never tell because everything that the AI says, I completely believe he would say it. Like I have to go and verify. If I saw a news article that said Donald Trump changes the national bird from the bald eagle to the fried chicken, I would 100% believe it. And I don't like that. I don't like that I can see something ridiculous or nonsensical and with any other president or like let's say congressional member, senator, politician, with anybody else, I can tell that okay, this is fake. But with y'all's president, I'm like, oh, that he probably did say that. I have to go and look at the link and go all through it. And I don't like that. My bad. I paused internally. Okay, let me take that off. Let me see if we have anything from the actual church. I don't think we do right now. Nope. Nothing. Okay, you got Christians, y'all got away this time. The way I'm scrolling all the way down. Nope. Okay. We can continue with the stream then. Let's see what we're going to give him. We're going to give him, it looks like we're going to give him a 70. Nope, everything just changed and I can't do that math. We're going to give him a 62%. We're going to give him 3.5 star. Going once. Going twice. Why is there 61 people and only 29 votes? I need y'all to get the votes up. Forget the likes. Get the votes up. Okay, so B Simone. Actually, let me do an intro and then we can separate it from the main thing. See you on the other side.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed. Swallowed up. Swallowed. Been swallowed up. Swallowed.
Y'all don't like that intro? Y'all know I have different intros, right? We don't have to do that one all the time.
You really want to catch fucking 350 pounds of dude in your ass?
Of course.
Sounds like a good time.
That's a good time to me. He hop on my meeting, he start riding me. I said, Daddy, don't stop it. Look how he drop it. Just like a pilot, I'm all in his cockpit. I lick the cock tip, I let the cock drip.
Hell yeah. So that's our new intro now because y'all complained. Complain again. They will only get worse, by the way. So, have y'all ever heard of Dababy? Anyone ever heard of him? Killed somebody in Walmart, homophobic, possibly colorist. I don't know if he's colorist. All I know is he got canceled for being homophobic and talking about AIDS, and apparently he never recovered. I was very surprised that he never recovered. I have not heard a Dababy song in ages, I have not seen him in a contract, at a concert. Maybe I'm just uninformed. The Leprechaun. And let me look up his height. Dababy is 5'5" or 5'6". 5'6.5". Huh. 5'8". Okay, well, they all over the place. Let's say 5'7". I won't say Leprechaun. I won't, because Tory Lanez was like 4'8" like when we looked at it. So I'll reserve that. But all I know is that he killed someone in Walmart and he was homophobic. I don't know what else he has done, because he dropped off the face of the earth after the homophobia thing. The white rainbow community. Now, I think it does. You have to ask yourself. So Chris Brown inability to be canceled, I think, has to do with the fact that his audience is Black. And I believe that we have a willingness to sweep abuse under the rug. A lot of people say, listen to the artist and don't worry about what they did and stuff like that. People were trying to get Bill Cosby out of jail. People were trying to get R. Kelly out of jail. I feel like the Black community does not take, when it comes to our public figures, like physical and sexual violence seriously, and they will continue to support an artist. So if Dababy was canceled, what does this say about who his audience is? And from what I remember about Dababy's music, I'm curious as to how he was canceled. Actually, I would not think most of his audience is white queer people. Like, that actually surprised me. I thought Dababy's audience would be Black, but it was somebody else. They made an example out of him. So Dababy killer decided, excuse me, because it was self-defense. My apologies. So we won't call him a killer, actually. Decided to hop on a podcast with B. Simone. And what I learned from this podcast is that B. Simone's podcast is horrible and very uninteresting. And I heard some of y'all saying in the last stream that she had a friend who she had a podcast with before, and apparently she fired that friend, and there was a lot of drama and blah blah blah. We were talking about that because of her recent virality with her other friend, who she's being a terrible friend to, and y'all let me know, oh, she has a history of this. So apparently B. Simone kicked someone off her podcast when they were doing a podcast together, and I'm curious to see what those podcasts were like before, because this one and the last one, to be honest, are very uninteresting. And I actually think it's her friend who shows up on the podcast who makes it an interesting thing. I don't think B. Simone has what it takes to do the podcast thing. Like, it feels agonizing. I watched this beforehand and I couldn't get through it because it felt agonizing. Like, just and y'all know, it's not like, y'all know I love a good mess, right? We all watch our Jerry Springer or whatever y'all watch now. I don't know what's on TV. It used to be 90 Day Fiance too, until Ed left. I don't know what's going on after he left. Hope Rose is doing well, but we all like our niggatry, right, from time to time. I couldn't even enjoy the mess because I found myself not here. Actually, let me just play and I'll let you guys experience it. That's what we should do. You should experience it. Without further ado, I give you the B. Simone.
Is it your foot? I love you.
I love you too.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This. You don't need no introduction.
Let's go.
When's the last?
I'm like, I don't know how to take this girl. You thought
I was playing.
You what?
Do you think I am too alpha, too boss, to have the alpha man? Like, could a guy like you really, really date a woman like me? Jonathan, I've never heard you say that.
Key in the back?
I have. I'm so scared of it.
No, I'm not. You is.
No, I'm not. Why do you think that?
I mean,
Last question, and then we go. This is just fun. You don't want a relationship. I don't want that either. We're on the same page for that. So don't get weird. But let me.
Okay, so in the beginning when she does all her clips, by the way, this is supposed to be showing the most interesting parts of the live stream. I felt like maybe half or a little bit of it was interesting to me. And if these are the highlights, then either someone edited it poorly or this should tell you something about how the stream will be. That's all. Let's watch.
Pray real quick. Hearts and minds clear. Dear Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for everything you've done for us. I thank you for a successful production day. I thank you for Jonathan and his team. Thank you for every single person that has poured into this platform, into this podcast, into this vision, God. We thank you for this moment. We thank you for viral moments. We thank you for anything that happens on the internet. We thank you that you speak through us.
Thank you, God, for viral moments and for anything that happens on the internet. Any prayers for your homeless friend? How is she doing? Any prayers for your hungry friends? Lord, we pray that I won't have to shop at H&M. Look at your neighbor and say, ho, is you good? Is you good? Galatians 3 and 14.
Us and we touch people. Every single person that watches this either laughs, they're healed, they're set free, they enjoy the show. God, I thank you for our gifts. I thank you that you're propelling me into my purpose. In Jesus' name we ask and thank you. Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Hey, y'all.
None of the covers with it.
Oh, leave a like on your way in if you just got here. I said that earlier, but I have to say it again. Thank you. And vote.
Video.
Welcome back.
Actually, vote. No, I will pause and talk. Vote. Vote. Get out there and vote. I put the poll up there for you to vote. So make sure to vote. Voting is important. Did y'all not learn anything from... Never mind. Let me not.
Back to another episode of Let's Try This. You don't need an introduction. What?
Huh?
Is that your foot? I
Yeah,
love
man.
you.
You got your feet done? I love you too.
Thank you.
No, I love you. Big love for you. The biggest love.
Yeah, I got my feet on. You want to see?
Somebody had scratched me. I had first put my leg up under there.
This is so awkward. Why am I in the bed with y'all? What I'm going to be asking throughout, like, what is the purpose of this interview? What is the purpose of this interview? What are we supposed to be getting from this? And why? Like, what are we supposed to... Ooh, is that your leg? Are we... What is this? I got love for... I love you. I have love for you too. Yeah, I caught it too. I didn't want to say nothing. I felt like it was embarrassing enough. I don't know why you had to reiterate it, cutie pie. But since you did, I'll say it. He didn't say it back. Anyway.
I didn't know what it was.
It wasn't my feet.
There's something.
Look, I have pretty feet.
They
You
cool.
looking too long.
I ain't no foot freak. Though. I ain't no foot freak.
But what I'm saying is, do my feet look okay?
Yeah,
They're decent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
No, you looking too long. Because I got to examine them. You got them long toes.
I also don't like his voice because I feel like it's this is very nitpicky. I'm not gonna keep pausing, but it's y'all know I keep telling y'all about those men on Hinge who you match with them and they have the voice note and it's like, hey, you know, I mean, oh, like Lil Wayne. Why didn't I just say that? Like how Lil Wayne talks. Yeah, you know, it's not Weezy, man. Yeah. So I dislike that. I have vocal fry, but mine's like because I didn't liquidate my throat today, so I should drink some water and stuff.
I cannot believe you're here. Thank you for coming. I'm so nervous.
You nervous?
Yeah. John.
What?
Now we got to blur that. Is that the phone or the gun?
You done went off in this bitch.
No, please be careful. Jesus.
There's a gun on set. All right. It's absolutely loaded.
Let me tell y'all something. I am not the one that's going to jail for nobody.
It's not. It's all good. I'm allowed to have it. You get what I'm saying?
Your license.
No. But I'm not a felon. You get what I'm saying? So I'm allowed to have it. I registered firearm.
Okay.
Yeah.
As y'all can see, I got Jonathan Kirk.
Yes.
Jonathan
in the flesh.
In the flesh. You are here. Y'all, manifestation works, y'all.
You don't fuck with me.
What?
You don't even fuck. She didn't cut me off. She don't fuck. She don't talk about me no more. She
You
don't support my music. Look, she don't repost the nigga.
Okay, we're 3.5 minutes in. What has happened so far? Anyone, let me know in the comments. What has happened so far? Jonathan, oh my God, I love you. It's Jonathan, guys. Here he is. Oh my God, is that a gun? It's him. He's in the bed. Is that your foot? What is happening? What are we supposed to? It feels like, well, okay, I think I understand. It feels like I'm just watching her try to get his attention. and I'm not actually watching a podcast. I'm just watching someone who invited Dababy on their podcast as an excuse to flirt. Who's the dude? This is Tory Lane's cousin.
Support my music, right?
19.
Exactly. She said, nigga, that was 5 years ago.
5. We're friends
Okay.
now.
You know,
I went from fan to friend.
I love you.
You're my best friend.
No, I'm not. But you know, I fuck with you.
Why do you hate when I say that?
Cause ain't no best friend. I don't play like that.
Okay, you're just my friend.
Yeah, I don't even play like that.
So what?
You ain't gonna hear me calling no woman, no beautiful woman. My friend ever. Best friend. I don't play like that. I ain't from that side of town.
Okay, use another word. Beautiful. What else?
What the fuck is that? What is that thing you did?
What do you say? Beautiful, comma. Don't put a period.
You know, beautiful, successful black woman.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Jonathan, you're my best friend. Don't play like that. Wow. Sorry. Again, like, what am I watching? I feel like I'm just watching desperation. And I'm not saying this to be mean. Like, what am I watching and what is the purpose of this?
Yeah.
I love you so much. I'm so nervous.
Oh, man, I love you back.
Them dimples. Okay. Okay.
So I turn to the side so I can show them that camera right there.
So let's get
I love you so much. Oh my God, those dimples. Oh my God, I love you. You're my best friend. No, you're not. I don't know. You're not my best friend. I don't do that. Oh my God, your dimples. You're so amazing. We really have him here, guys. Yeah, yeah, but you're not my friend. I don't even play like that. What am I supposed like? What am I getting from this? What are we supposed to get from this?
Let's just get.
Can y'all see him? Y'all picking him up?
Zoom in on the dimple. We get it. I'm about to blur you out. You're taking all the attention off me.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Y'all, I really got Dababy here. This is my friend, and I'm so proud of you. It's really been 4 years since I was stalking you.
You was really
I wasn't
stalking
really
me?
stalking you.
Right.
It was, okay, what do you think it was?
It was marketing.
That's what you think?
I mean,
It's Shy Jackson, her future destruction redux. Thank you, Vision Harry. Is there someone named Shy? This does mean Sky, right? Sky Jackson.
You think it was all marketing? You don't think I had a crush on you?
I ain't about to. It's feel like a setup. You know, me
I'm asking.
sit here and talk about myself. Of course, I feel like you a crush though. We grown as hell. I don't really use that word, but absolutely, you had a
I
crush.
was attracted to you.
For sure.
And was you attracted to me?
How can I not?
Okay, I'm just saying. Don't put it on me.
You're trying to get that.
I feel like his pause was telling. Were you attracted to me? How could I not be? And then it's the not answering questions too. It's like were you attracted to me? Yes, no. How could I not be? Watching this to learn proper boundaries. Got it.
You're like, for
You're
sure.
funny as fuck.
You like me for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
1,000%.
But then it
That's a
grew.
question for you.
No, yeah, but it grew into an actual platonic relationship.
See, I don't know what all that shit means. And you using these words, the Instagram words. I ain't.
You know what?
Yes, the Instagram word platonic that they came up with on Instagram. The baddies just made it up last year. Platonic. He don't know what all these Instagram words mean. You're going to have to. Platonic is 3 whole syllables. And let's be real. I think this was shade from B. Simone. Why would you use a 3-syllable word? Actually, I feel like you were setting him up. Actually, that was very intentional. Definitely. She was like, let me pull out platonic. He's going to have to ask me what it means. And then, like, we watched the last interview. B. Simone has a desire to be on top. Not like, well, they're in bed, but like, not like on top, but like above. Oh my God, I had a big crush on you and then we became friends. No, I don't play like that. Or am I, let me rewind a little bit.
The Instagram words shit mean only.
Well, platonic relationship. Into an actual platonic, but it grew into an actual platonic relationship.
See, I don't know what all that shit means. And you using these words, the Instagram words. I ain't.
You know what it means because I told you what it was the first time I told you we were in a platonic relationship.
What
does that
is
mean? You know what it means, John. It means we're friends.
See, why you got to do all that? Why you got to call it all that?
Because this is the time to clear the air for the people.
Clear food. You funny as hell. Funny.
Did y'all catch that?
Real life as hell. And you funny as hell. And you funny as hell.
I'm sorry. What is this? Let me go frame by frame. Maybe I looked at it wrong. Hold up. So B. Simone is being rejected, and to cling on to him, she has stuck herself in the quote unquote friend zone. I don't believe the friend zone exists. I believe it's just one person who doesn't want to be in a relationship and one person who's desperate. Usually it tends to be the man, but like maybe it's reversed here. So since she can't have a relationship with him romantically, she wants a platonic relationship with him because she's hoping it's going to go somewhere. What is the Oh my God, Jonathan. Oh my God. That's so crazy. By the way, if you're listening and not watching, this is one of those watch moments or it sounds weird. What I'm doing right now sounds weird unless you're watching the screen. So if you have to rewind and come to your TV or whatever, here, I'll do it one more time. Oh my God, Jonathan, that's so crazy. Oh my God, you are so funny. We are such good friends. And then Jonathan responds, I don't play like that. I'm a dip. I don't think I can endure this madness. If you're going to dip, I was going to promote Alecia. I watched one of her videos today, and it reminded me that some people are positive and they don't do niggatry on their channel. So go head over to Alicia's channel. She does positivity and not niggatry. You shouldn't watch Jerry Springer all the time, actually.
Funny in real life. But I don't know, so you could, what's a platonic relationship?
Platonic, where we can still be attracted to each other, but at the end of the
Okay, well, a platonic relationship. We're attracted to each other. Obviously, we're both attracted to each other, right? And I find you beautiful and you find me beautiful, right? How could I not? Yeah. And we're platonic. So this is the girl that this is the girl they tell you not to worry about. I fear. Thank you for joining anyway, TT. Even if you have to go and you can't endure this, if any of you have to go and you can't sit through this, that is completely fine. I completely understand. Don't subject yourself to something for my sake. Don't, like, at all. Whose bed is this? She bought it for him. She wouldn't buy a... No, I don't know that she bought this for him. I'm just playing. I was going to say who she wouldn't buy a bed from, and it was that person who was homeless, who she called her friend. Thank you for the super chat, Temus and Thoughts. Temus and Thoughts. Okay. The first time I've seen someone force themselves into a friend zone, I think she was godly now. I thought she was godly now. Why does she want a heathen? Oh, B. Simone never talks about a Bible. She never talks about going to church. She never talks about her relationship with the faith. I feel like she just... Your relationship with God, I don't think would bring you to Dababy. Y'all let me know. As for my God, me and my God are going to look to our neighbor and we're going to say,
Look at your neighbor and say, "Ho, is you cool?"
as for me and my God. Let me stop blasphemizing before I get struck down and my internet go down and all of that. Let's continue.
today.
Nah, see, that's what I don't do.
Thank you again for the super chat.
Let me tell you.
But see, that's what that go back to my... Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me finish, and then you go.
I got you.
Platonic, we have decided to be friends. We never dated. We never had sex.
So what you saying? What?
Why she paused, right? So did they have sex and she paused for him to clear the air?
We're dated to be friends. We never dated. We never had sex.
So what you saying? What?
We're platonic.
See, that sounds like some, okay, that's cool, we platonic. But back to the part where like you can be attracted to somebody and be friends with them and shit like that. I don't play like that.
You don't believe that?
Hell no.
So then explain our relationship then.
Okay, I'll explain it, B. Simone. We don't have to let him explain it. Here's your relationship. You come in here, you're like, oh my God, we're platonic. Instead of saying friends, you say platonic relationship. And we are both in a platonic relationship and attracted to each other. And he says, I don't believe in that. I don't believe you're my best friend. I don't believe we're in a platonic relationship. And I don't believe you could be friends with a girl and be attracted to her. I don't believe in that. Let's see what he says.
And what is our relationship?
You're my friend, I fuck with you.
So you're not attracted to me?
I am.
So we're friends.
You're an attractive woman.
So we're friends that are attracted to each other.
Nah, but see, you don't even got to do all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even got to, like, we can't just stop at friends. Like, you feel me? Don't get to talk about that you're attracted to me. Because I'm going to do something. No. That's what I'm getting. That's you want me to got that. I'm trying to keep this. Exactly. I'm in this motherfucker undercover. I'm attracted to you.
Let me slow that down. I think I missed what he said. Did he say, oh, because if you say attracted to, we going to do something? Or I misheard?
Attracted. Like, nah, but see, you don't even got to do all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even got to, like, we can't just stop at friends. Like,
why we can't just stop at friends? And the way there's no more Zoom. The way he looking at, why are his teeth so bright? Why is teeth and eyes so bright on this? His teeth and eyes are brighter than the sheets on the white bed. Well, it's beige or something, but Jesus. Anyway, that's not bad. Like, that's good. You don't want your eyes and teeth to be like yellow. Like I went to the Dominican barbershops. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything about these people in them too tight shirts. One specifically, not all of them, but anyway, and what color their bones were. Anywho, he looks uncomfortable to me, and maybe it's not a look. Maybe it's I keep hearing him say, I don't think we should be. I don't like this. I don't like the whole what you're doing right now with the attracted. I think we should just keep it at friends. Oh, what I'm seeing is B. Simone violate his boundaries, I think, which is making him uncomfortable because he keeps establishing a boundary that we are friends and nothing more. And she keeps adding, we are attracted to each other. We find each other attractive, and we both had a crush on each other before. And she's adding all of this, and it's making him uncomfortable. That's what I think I'm watching now. I think I'm seeing discomfort. He probably has a whole girlfriend or 2 or 3. And now here's B. Simone. He got 3 women who don't know about each other. And here's B. Simone trying to make it seem like there's something. Just ruining his plot.
You feel me? Don't get to talk about that you attracted to me. Because I'm going to do something. No. That's what I'm getting. That's you and me.
Oh, he did say, because I'm going to do something. We're friends. And if you say you're attracted to me, I'm going to do something. Something implies to me like sex or romance. Got it. Situationship. What is...
You got that? I'm trying to keep this exactly. I'm in this motherfucker undercover. See, I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me, but we're friends. I started talking about platonics and all that shit. Listen, that's why I don't play like that.
Platonics, ebonics, hooked on phonics.
Okay. And fellas, see, you got your woman at home. This is my friend. This is my friend, man. This is exactly what I'm talking about. She attracted to the nigga.
Okay, but I do think it is important.
So if you got a nigga and you are a man, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, a king.
Got you. You know what I'm saying? Your king. You can have friends you attracted to.
Ooh. If I was in a relationship. You're asking if I was in a relationship, would I have friends that I'm attracted to?
When you get married, you don't tell that nigga, that's my friend.
I think it's important for
when you get married. see you goddamn.
I think it's important for listen.
She touches him a lot. I'm sorry.
For the opposite sex to have friends of the opposite sex. I think that's important.
No. Listen, when you get married, you gonna tell that nigga, you gonna point to me. Baby, John, that's Jesus. My friend.
You at my wedding?
Okay, I'm not gonna pause every time she say it.
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna support you.
She only said it once, so.
What? I can't come to the
She
wedding?
kind of should have. I'm gonna be like, are you sure?
Exactly. They're gonna be like, anybody here? What they be saying, bro?
Girl, what is this? Why are you all over this man? What are you doing? Get up off that floor. I know it's a bed, but what are you? Hold up. Oh my God, Jonathan, stop. You are so funny. I've never seen someone laugh with their mouth so wide, all teeth exposed. What did he even say? Let me see what was so funny.
You at my wedding?
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna support you. What? I can't come to the
She
wedding?
kind of should have. I'm gonna be like, are you sure?
Exactly. They're gonna be like,
it's important that we watch the freeze frames. Oh, the joke. You're going to be at my wedding? Really? All right, now let's go. Now that we have the context. Jonathan, stop. Oh my God, Jonathan. You are so crazy. What are you even talking about? Wouldn't that be so crazy if we just kissed right now? That would be so crazy. Do you think we should do it? Oh my God, Jonathan. No, let me stop. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. No, that would be crazy though. Okay, does she go back in? I don't think she goes back in.
wait. Wait, look, fuck that. She attracted to me, bro.
And then that's the problem. Now he thinks he's funny. That's the problem. Get trying to laugh your way into this man's pants. And now he thinks he's funny. So now he's going to continue doing this for the rest of the interview. Both of you. I don't like when people laugh and ain't nothing funny. I don't like that. That's my pet peeve. Sorry.
Don't do it, King. Don't do it, King. She's attracted.
She doesn't have any real friends because they would have told her about herself. No, as soon as they tell her about herself, she's going to cut them off. I learned something about B. Simone from that last interview, and then learning that she's done it to multiple people. B. Simone does not like someone to tell her about herself. Like, and be honest, do you have to tell someone maybe you should look after your homeless friend instead of worrying about having to shop at H&M instead of Bloomingdale's or something? Now you have to get the $95 outfit instead of the $100 outfit while your friend's homeless. Do you really need someone to tell you about yourself? I feel like she knows. She don't care. I'm not arguing with you, by the way, Miss B. I just don't think I don't think she needs somebody to tell her about herself, and I do think she has real friends. I don't think she's a real friend to them, but I think she has real friends, but she can't have real friends who tell her something she doesn't like.
To me, bro.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So, but whatever.
But I'm so happy.
However you see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy where our relationship went though, because it took you a long time to even.
Because I don't play like that.
You don't even know what I was going to say.
Go ahead. Tell me a long time what?
To even like fuck with me for real.
Because I don't play like that. So it's like, to
even trust me.
Because I don't play like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know what that really is. You feel me? So, yeah, but I fuck with it. You ain't never do me nothing wrong. You ain't never disrespect me. You ain't do nothing but uplift.
I don't play like that. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. You're being weird. I think that's what he wants to say. You're being weird.
Yeah.
Compliment me. You get what I'm saying?
I believe in you. I'm proud of you.
No, for sure.
And I know you outside of
for sure
Dababy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And we had the opportunity to work with each other and let what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Connect and yeah. So
you put money in my pocket. You supported me.
For sure. Vice versa. The shit you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It always did. You get what I'm saying? Add to me. So I forever respect that. You know what I'm saying? And cherish that.
Thank you.
And got a real special place in the nigga heart. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Right. Mm-hmm. I feel like you would die for me right now.
Oh, Jesus, my goodness.
Jump out the car in traffic.
Lord, you feel like that?
5:30.
Whoa, that's
5:30 p.m.
I don't like his laugh. Did he say something funny enough for this laugh? Hold up. No, that's what it is. It's just awkward. Everything feels so awkward to me. What he said to what did he say that required all that movement back there? Sorry, I accidentally added back there onto it. That was not supposed to be in that statement.
PM.
How did we get in that situation?
I feel like somebody running here with a gun right now. Give me that chain, nigga. You gonna jump right in front of me. And he gonna shoot you in slow mo. You just jump in front of me. No. You hit, I'm gonna hold you while you bleed out.
What? So you want to do we can do a movie. That's what we're going to do.
Nah,
we're going to let you direct the movie. We're going to get Rico. We're going to get the team.
I'm gonna do
We're
that.
going to make a movie.
You don't understand anything he said. Oh, he just said, if you didn't hear him, he said, yeah, you know, I mean, I jumped in front of the bullet, you know, I was in a movie, yeah, I mean. So hopefully that clears things up. Please do leave a like on your way in. There's 117 people, so I should see 117 likes when I go click on the page. 66. Well, we tried. That's all I can ask is to try. So yeah, hopefully that does clear up what he said. I think, excuse me, I think women gas up men who are dumb. I just realized this is not a podcast. They are just talking and he's trying to flirt with her and they just happen to have people recording them. And he is bringing nothing, in my opinion. And he is uncomfortable. So I will give some grace because he might be awkward here and not giving us a lot because of his discomfort with the situation. Bilingual. Yeah, Ebonics and AAVE. Trilingual, actually, in English. But he's giving absolutely nothing. And I feel like she's entertaining it as if he's so funny, so charming, so beautiful. And I actually think a lot of women do this. I think a lot of women do this. And it's based on not research, but my personal experience with someone. This interview, first of all, but my ex-friend, was talking to a man who worked at a factory. She worked at the same factory, but he had worked at the factory for like 40 years and that was his life. He never went to school. He never did like military. He just straight out of high school went to work at this factory where he worked for the rest of his life. And my friend was working there in between jobs and they had a situationship. And the way she would three-way me and have me be on mute so I could listen to what he was talking about. And there was nothing that was beneficial to my ears at all. Nothing. But the way she was, oh my God, you're so funny and you're so blah, 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 blah. After the call, we laughed. But I think this is a problem, actually. I think it's a problem to gas up men. I'll just say that. I feel like they had smacks plus money for free, money for fun. I don't know if they had sex. I don't think he wants to have sex with her. I think he would do it if she wants to, but I think she wants like more from him. I think she wants commitment and he's not interested in that. I don't think. It don't sound like he even interested in being friends, really. He's being held hostage. Blink twice. Thank you for the super chat. Temus and Thoughts. We're not going to talk about that name, by the way. We're just going to leave it in the air.
So,
okay, let's act out a scene right now as if we were in a movie. Come on. Give us a scenario.
This ain't drama class.
Yeah.
So let's do a I have one night stand. And B, you have to come back before we say it.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
So if we had a one night stand, how am I with him? Am I calling him?
Feel me?
Okay.
I don't know. That's the wrong thing.
I
to
know
tell
you would
me.
never pull up.
Right. I got to tell you something.
Maybe if they were in chairs instead of in a bed, this would be like, what was the pitch for this? Hey, come over. No, this was a great idea. So we're gonna be laying down, right? Because it's gonna be like chill. And well, I have no or maybe he thought they were gonna do a regular interview. Then he walked in and it's a bed, and she's like, hop in. I don't know. Why are they in the bed? Let's see if they explain it in the live stream.
I'm coming.
First of all, you're gonna have to text this nigga 20 times.
You should have just told me off the rip. I don't do all that. We got to talk.
Wait, okay,
no, about what?
We're acting this out.
I didn't even see no paperwork, no
We're acting this
contract.
out. Okay.
Auditioning. Go ahead.
Oh, 88 Roshan, you just hopped in, so I want to clear this up before we continue. Basically, so far you've missed the so he was saying about how he, and then shoot, I mean, that's how it was. And then she was being like desperate for his attention. So that's what you've missed so far. And they're in a bed for some reason.
It'll be fun.
Can you sit up? This is serious.
This is how I be sitting. Oh, just we in the same
Don.
Say, fuck you. We in the bed, first of all. But go ahead.
I was say this is the day after.
How do we get here? How do we get here? Like
Because we did it
established.
again.
Okay, for sure.
And now I'm
For
like,
sure.
I need to tell him.
All right, there it is.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's like one of them situations where like I passed out sleep, I wake up, you sitting there staring at
For
me.
sure. Yeah. Start there.
I wake up, you staring at what the hell you got going on. No, I don't want to take it that far. All right, come on, go ahead.
Yeah, don't be mean.
Right.
Because you had sex with the girl.
I'm saying, but
With my character. You had sex with my character.
go ahead,
Okay,
man.
okay.
All right, come on. You know I do this shit. Come
Okay,
on.
let's go. We
Come
can
on,
ask
come
her.
on.
Okay, period.
All right, come on.
Good morning.
This might give me a roast. Why we gotta start with good morning?
I want to start there. That's my first line.
That's a one night stand. So
But this is the second night. We decided to do it again, and we're waking up. I want to start the day off with good morning.
Spend the night. That's what I was saying.
Okay, it's 3 a.m.
That ain't the character. That's not your character. Your character ain't a queen.
So my character would have been kicked out.
Your character's a hoe.
Okay. So
Is that who you want a character to
yes.
be? Which not?
I got it.
But no, which one?
No, I got it.
I'm serious.
I'm a hoe. So it's 3 a.m.
So
Okay.
then
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it from good morning. Okay, I'm ready. It's 3 a.m.
You a hoe.
Yeah, I'm about to go. Come on. Act it out.
I am. I just sleep with my gun. Look,
Come on.
when you said about to go, is that your character? Or was
That's my character.
I probably still would have laughed.
Come on, okay.
Okay, I see what's happening. That's the laugh I do when my boss laughs. Oh my God. Good one, sir. Excellent one, sir.
Okay, so set.
All right, come on. I ain't got no manners the way I'm sitting in this bed. Let me not do that. I'm gonna raise me better than that. Look how you look. She's funny. Go ahead. All right, come on, man. Come on. That's what she did when we was on Wildin' Out. Oh, that shit she did on Wildin' Out. Like, they ain't tell me none of that shit.
You played me on Wildin' Out.
All right, I said something to you. You talk about something.
You was like, tie my shoe. Why would you say
Talk
that?
about something. I'm pregnant.
This is the woman, by the way, who's asking her friends to give up on their careers and their livelihoods to invest in her podcast, in her vision, which is this. This is what she has to offer that she wants her friends to come and invest and pour into. And her friend said, I feel like you should have a proof of concept before you ask all of us to invest. And that's why people aren't wanting to invest in it. And B. Simone says, I feel like all of y'all should give up your life and invest in it. Is that how he was laughing? Level up. She fasted 10 days. Maybe she's on. This is what happens when you fast too long.
That's the only way you're gonna get them, ladies. Look, when they try to leave, I'm pregnant. That's it. Okay, come on.
God,
We're doing this scene.
All right, come on.
You sleep. Just go to sleep. I'm gonna wake you up.
I wouldn't have went to sleep.
You're acting, John. You're not the baby. Please act.
Okay, so what type of nigga am I? Okay.
You're still cool.
All right,
Come on. Just, it doesn't matter. We're making the characters as
you
we
gotta
go.
tell me what the type of nigga I am. So I'm. All right, come on.
Okay. Come on.
Why you looking like that?
Good morning, damn nigga.
I don't even know how the hell I went to sleep in here.
You slept good though.
Yeah, until something had bit me on my back. I went to itching. Is it a line of bump? But
Boy, I do not have bed bugs. Stop. But stop playing for real. I gotta I want to talk to you about something before I go. That's cool with you?
go ahead.
Look, I know you say you don't want to be in a relationship.
I don't mean to laugh at you. I kind of okay. Go ahead.
What's funny?
You said you had to talk to me. Go ahead. Holla at me.
Like I said, I know you don't want to be in a relationship, and I know this is just, you said this is just fun for you.
I feel like she didn't did this to me. She too good at this shit.
I know
Hey,
it's
I know
come
it is
on,
a
don't break
motherfucker. Hey,
character.
all right, but we gonna be acting like that good. You gotta tell me like,
Is this an excuse to like talk to him about something that she feels nervous to talk to him about? So before he even comes on, she tells the producer, hey, once we get to about 10 minutes in, you should be like, oh, y'all should act out a scene where you're friends and one of you wants the other one, but but the other one is don't want him, and so you confront him about it. Y'all should like do that as a scene. Like, was this a setup? Is this like fake? It doesn't seem spontaneous, but that could be because the whole interview is awkward. Like, or maybe she's just throwing herself into it. There's something I need to talk to you about. You don't love me?
You're acting good.
so I can act good
Then
too. I
act-
need to
you were doing
understand my
great.
character. Nah, you ain't finna be on here acting good, and I can act for real too.
Come on, tap in, then, nigga.
Hey, come on, you just gotta get there. I told you get there. See, I'm not
No.
patient like that. When people, I gotta talk to you.
Then
Hell nah, what's up?
say
I'm gonna say it
it.
right.
If that's your character, say it. And I'm gonna react to that.
Okay, come on. You ain't gonna make me
But the
look
number
like
one rule to improv.
How are we feeling? Do we want to finish this, or do we want to go to like, she has a new interview out with one of her other friends. She just came out with a couple days ago after the spiritual battle. And apparently she addresses a little bit of it in there. Or do y'all want to finish Dababy? We can finish it. We absolutely can. Or we could go to like something else. That wasn't the plan, but like I'll go, what am I watching? Here, this is what I'll do. Let me see how we voted on the Barber. And then I'll put that poll down and I'll make a new one. Okay, so that poll's over. Stay on Dababy. I'd rather watch your crush Kadology than this. Now, who has a crush on Kadology? So y'all think I'm B Simone? Let's look up Kadology. Let's see how she's doing. She's still making videos. Okay, they didn't run her off the internet. This is boring and awkward. I kind of want to finish, but can we have the highlights? Okay, here. Maybe I can speed it up more.
I'm a gentleman.
Don't. If I say something, you have to go with it. Like if you say something, I have to go with it. We can't like come back.
Okay. This is my house, your house.
It's your house.
I bet.
Oh, you're trying to get me out. Okay, start over. This is the last time, John. Come
Go
on.
ahead, bro. It's
Okay.
my house.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you sleep?
Good. How you feeling?
I'm all right.
My phone went off.
Well, before you check your phone, I want to talk to you about something.
What's up?
I'm
What you looking like that for?
gonna tell you. Relax.
Get out.
You can't do that. That was
Yeah.
so good, John.
Yeah,
Come
that's why-
on, no.
Now we're gonna get straight to the
Last
point.
time. No, that was so good. I was feeling it. Okay, I'm gonna get.
There are no comments on it. I wanted to as well. I saw some review videos and they're thinking exactly what we all are. Yes, this is the app that is changing lives. Yes, this is, by the way, if you were wondering where this is on the app that is changing lives. For a low price, you too can have engaging, meaningful interviews like this. Community. Let me see what she said. LTTAB Simone. Billionaire B Simone. We aren't just an app. We're a family. Welcome home. Exclusive content, behind the scenes, private events, plus more. Join the movement. Oh, hey, Alecia. We gave you some promo earlier. I was just telling them if they want to see a channel that's like not niggatry all the time, because sometimes it's healthy to take a break from the Jerry Springer and stuff.
Hello, beautiful people. Ooh, hello, beautiful people. Ooh, hello, 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 beautiful people. Yay.
Oh, look at all these plushies. I didn't notice that the first watch. I have so many plushies. Well, y'all can already see that pickle and panda back there and the other panda and the teddy bear. But there's so much more. I have a bunch of plushies. That's my thing. And then if I have someone over, I have to hide them all in the closet so they don't think I mean, how would you feel if you walked over to a grown man's house and it was a bunch of plushies? Oh, don't sit there. That's Mr. Cutter. That's Cuddle Bear seat. So I just put them away. So we can pretend I didn't say any of that.
Hey. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Black Girl Creative. Yay. I might make a jingle. I've been saying that for years. I just need to do it. I need to do it. Not I need to, I get to do it. Whenever I feel any pressure to do anything, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm like, oh, forget it. It's not fun anymore. Because now there's an obligation. Now there's pressure. Now there's an expectation. So let's just act like that didn't happen. And maybe next time we might have a jingle. Maybe. But hello. Hi.
Okay, Alecia, we're expecting a jingle next time. Chop, chop. I'd like a jingle.
I watched a documentary on Netflix called What Happened, Miss Simone, and I was so inspired. And so this episode is dedicated to Nina Simone and the documentary. And so this is called Making Art for the End of the World. It sounds really dramatic. I got the windows open, so hopefully you can still hear me. But Making Art for the End of the World. If you've looked outside, no, there's a lot going on in the world, and it feels like the world is ending. An artist might think, what can I do? As I think to myself, like, what can I do? Like, this doesn't feel like what can I do to help beyond like protesting or beyond, resting, which is what a lot of Black folks are doing.
Okay, let's actually pause. Since we just came off of the B Simone interview, please let me know in the comments. Do you notice how we're only a minute and 30 seconds in? We already have substance. It seems like we're about to be led into a meaningful topic. We even got a jingle. When was the last time you heard a jingle? I heard it off of my Motorola phone when I was young and I had the flip phone. Are we not getting? I feel like we're getting something. Whereas we've been watching B Simone for like 30 minutes or something, and we have absolutely nothing for their entire, like they don't talk about anything at all. She's just begging for him. So I won't go past the minute and 30 seconds because that's not my content to profit off of. But be sure to go check out Alecia's channel if you want to break from the niggatry. And transition immediately into actual content. Yes. I think this video was about an artist's duty to reflect the times and some other things. So y'all go out and paint and sing about the end of the world because we're here. We're here. We're there. All right, now let's get back to this engaging community app, LTTA, sorry. And that's her on the screen if you were curious about how to spell her channel.
Get to it, relax.
No, all right, come on. So we're gonna redo it.
No, start there.
Why you make your head
So
small?
look, okay, you know how you were saying, no, just listen. You know how you were saying this is just fun, you don't want a relationship, and I don't want that either. We're on the same page with that. So don't get weird. But I did take a pregnancy test. Are you gonna pay attention to me?
All right, but I'm on the way right now, bro. It's an emergency.
The emergency is you're about to have a baby.
I'm done with this. I feel like she did this before. I feel like
Okay.
I feel like men all over the world go.
You're playing too much. That was so good.
This is triggering.
That was so good.
That's the word of this. This is triggering, man. This shit is. That's deep. You know how to do it too. So that's how it go.
That's how. Wait, what's the other one?
You guys are on a road trip and in a car. You have to stop.
Done. Okay, come on. Okay, this is so
Talk to me.
No, you did really good.
And everything that can possibly go wrong is going wrong. So you guys just come up with scenarios that are going wrong and like might argue about it or just also give me a quick run through of you're in the car driving, everything's going wrong, you get to one of y'all's.
Okay, go. You're driving.
We don't got a driver. Let's have a driver. We're in the back of a black truck.
Okay, we got a driver. We in the back of the black truck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set the tone.
Mhm.
Okay. Shit, the police are behind us. Could you act
How am
normal?
I going?
What? No. Keep it on that side. No.
Oh,
Be the type to tell it on you.
he does have a gun. Okay. I don't think you should be around a person who needs that type of protection all the time. Like, I know some of us have it by our bedside or in a safe or maybe in a car or a trunk or something. I know some people have it somewhere, but the type of person who carries it around every day, everywhere on their person, because they never know when they might go to a Walmart and somebody does something. I don't think you should be around them, because what happened when you in the room and somebody decide to come light them up? If you're prepared for a gunfight at every point during the day, I think that's an issue, and I shouldn't be around you.
On your ass, fellas.
So you just jumped out the scene.
Where can I watch the full interview? Don't do that, please. Don't go and don't. I wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, 'cause that's it.
We're done.
I'm getting out the car.
We're
The second
done.
you don't want to hold
We
my
can't
gun.
do this. He can't stay in character for more than 5 seconds.
This is my friend in real life, so you get what I'm saying. You see, she probably movie fucking much, but you're my friend in real
I am
life.
your friend.
And you're just so talented, man. You make me nervous.
So are you proud of me with this podcast though?
I am.
What do you think
I
about
it's
me
dope. I
podcasting
think
on
the
my own?
production is dope. I think it's all dope.
So I've been going through like stuff on the internet, like public bullshit, which you have gone through too.
Plenty of it.
How do you handle that though? And don't be like, I don't give a fuck, I don't care. Do you feel like it doesn't affect you?
I don't.
At all?
I don't handle it now. You feel me? For sure. Like, I think at first, like I definitely would like respond to it and make me feel some type of way, make me want to do something. But I just understand it for what it is at this point.
Does it bother you that
I don't got to tend to that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a great place to be in with it. When you're in the position that we in, you know what I'm saying? Like in the public eye.
Yeah, me personally, I just do a nanny boo boo. I can't hear you. Just roll off me. Critique stuff like that. Type shit. Yeah.
You finally get to a point where you understand. You don't got to tend to that shit. Like it's a problem you creating for yourself when you do let that type of shit affect you. You know what I'm saying?
But does it bother you that people create their own narratives about you and truly don't know you in your heart? Like when they question your character, not that they say
For
he's a bad rapper, bullshit, he can't dress, he's this, he's that. That's
sure.
bullshit. But when people question your character,
It definitely did. You know what I'm saying? It did. But like I say, I'm just blessed to finally be in a place where that shit where it really don't. I really know how to maneuver through it for sure. Like really.
Okay, let me check the poll. Okay, y'all want to move on? Going once, going twice, sold. Y'all have voted to move on to the next interview. I move by the will of the people. I bend to your command. I bend to your command as you wish.
we have a podcast. The reason this is afloat, okay?
We've both been tested, but I will say, in my opinion, you've been tested far more than I have. I've seen you overcome.
Oh, wow. Out the gate. We've both been tested, but you have been tested so much more than me. Already we have something to talk about. Just 13 seconds in. Notice how other people bring the substance to her podcast. Do y'all notice that? Other people always bring the substance. And it's one thing if you're like an interesting interviewer and the other person is talking all the time, because have y'all ever seen Hot Ones? It's like this interview show where they're eating hot wings and there's this white man named Sean And he seems like an excellent interviewer. All he does is ask questions to push the interview further, and the other person is usually giving the substance. But it's different because his questions are engaging, meaningful, and he knows how to do a very interesting and engaging interview. B. Simone doesn't know how to do that. She's just there, and the other people make her podcast. She adds absolutely nothing. Oh my God, let's role play. And when she's sitting across from Dababy, who also adds absolutely nothing, that's the worst type. That's the worst type of interview. B. Simone rely on other people to make her podcast. And when she has someone on like Dababy who doesn't know what the 3-syllable word platonic means, and she's expecting him to give the podcast the energy that she's not going to give it, you get what we just watched. This is the Tubi Jennifer Hudson. Now stop it.
Some immense.
Oh, but I was going to say the thing we have to talk about, by the way, is the fact that she's out of the gate highlighting the friend telling B. Simone that even though we both struggle, B. Simone, your struggle is so much bigger than mine. You struggle the worst. And I'm going to guess that this woman's probably homeless and fighting off other homeless people for the last scraps of food in the trash can. But B. Simone has it worse because B. Simone has to stop shopping at Bloomingdale's and go to H&M to save a little money. So that's what I'm guessing is going to happen.
Why am I going to get emotional?
Letting go of something does not mean you failed at it. It means you're smart enough to know when to move on. Realign and see what God is telling you to put your energy towards, because it might not be that thing you've been focused on for so long.
I think the last year and a half has really just been faith, truly. Like there has not been a lot of signs that things are headed in the right direction.
Because you got to be a little crazy and a little delusional to make things happen. Like you got to have crazy faith. Like the things we say, I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to be in arenas.
Like we have such amazing team members. Everyone believes in the vision. And like, we're really just getting fucking started.
What? Let's try this again. All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This Again. I am your hostess with the mostest, B. Simone. Y'all, I have an amazing guest. Y'all probably already know who my girl is. But before I get to her, y'all, if you're an OG, thank you so much for coming back. I love y'all so much. ALTCA, yeah, ALTCA family. If you're not in the community, you're tripping. Y'all need to be in the broadcast channel on Instagram because I just dropped some fire in there this week. And if you missed it, you are so behind. If you're
Y'all, she dropped some fire. We just saw some of it. Y'all are really missing out if you don't see that interview with Dababy. It was hot. It was hot. Wow. It was engaged. I was struggling struggling to stay awake is not good. I don't know what compliment to give it.
If you're not in the group chat, you need to go join so you don't miss the fire conversations, you know, the BTS. But yeah, we're here. And if you are new to the podcast, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Let's Try This Again podcast, and you're going to love it here. Hey, hair shedding? Oh, no, that's attached. Hey. So you guys, this episode is going to be so good. To the right of me, first of all, she walked in here. If y'all are listening to the audio, you need to go pull up the YouTube and look at how sexy and fine my girl is. Okay, not just women empowerment, not just the brains, but she got the beauty too. What? Jazz walked up in here looking like a little boss babe.
I mean...
What else
what
was I gonna do?
What do you want me to say?
Y'all, she looks so
smart,
cute.
You know?
My girl Jazz, my COO, my all things behind the scenes operations managing.
Now I feel weird because she didn't compliment her other friend like this. She seemed so. This makes the last interview seem much more passive aggressive. The energy on the last one. Maybe it was because she was on her 10-day fast for that.
Y'all, she is the reason we have a podcast. the reason this is afloat, okay? Part of the reason. Of course, we have a team which is growing by the day, but Jazz has been with me for years and just through so many seasons. And we're going to talk about our progress, our roadblocks, working with somebody that might be a friend, having boundaries in business, partnerships that are friendships, and all the things that we've been through these past 5-6 years we've been working together. Y'all, she is literally like, I call her my little nerd. She just, she's so accurate. She's just so techie and does all things like behind the scenes, keeping me organized and the business afloat and just so many things she does. I want to go down the list of things that she does, which we don't even have enough time to go down and check off all those things, but just letting you know all the things that go on behind the scenes of building brands and building businesses. And when you're an entrepreneur, all the things, even if you're not an entrepreneur, we want a million things that are going to happen in the business partner, a team member, whoever's working with you that believes in the vision. I was talking to Brittany about that today, and she was just like, I believe. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like that's just so refreshing, not just to hire people for their talents and their gifts of, oh, she can assist, she's helpful, but like, she believes in the long-term goal. And I think all of us manifesting together makes it even more powerful.
Definitely. Well, I'm so happy to be here. I can't believe how full circle it is because the podcast has been around for a year.
Yeah.
And we first met probably now 6 years ago.
6 years. We keep saying 5. We've been saying 5 years for a year.
Yeah, but it's so crazy and feels so full circle. And even on the way over here, I was texting Brittany too, and I'm just like in so much gratitude. We have the best team.
The best team.
Like, just stop.
I'm sorry I scared you.
Stop. You did. But seriously, like what?
Because when we lost team members previously, I
Are
was
you gonna
stressed.
cry 2 seconds in?
I can't.
Jesus.
I can't.
No, stop. You're
I'm
looking at me like I'm gonna cry.
Cry.
No, but seriously, like I was just sitting in so much gratitude from this morning because I didn't tell you, but I was not feeling well. I'm like, hey, I feel like I've been in recovery mode for weeks and I've still been out.
My prediction this morning, I was in such gratitude to you because you're such an amazing friend. I was feeling sick and you said, do you need some water? It's in the kitchen. If you need it, you can go and get some. And that just really just cleared up my day and made everything amazing. B. Simone, you're an amazing person and such a good friend. That's what I think is going to happen.
And I'm just not used to that lifestyle like at all. Like, if you know, I am at home 99.9% of the time. So being outside is hard for me. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've just been in like recovery mode. But this morning I was really feeling so exhausted. I canceled my workout. I was like, I took Sunny to school and then I got back in bed. I was like, I'm just going to shut my eyes a little bit. And then 9 o'clock rolled around and I was like, okay, I'm going to jump on the Zoom. And I was like, you know what? Our team's got it. I don't have to micromanage. It's okay. I can release control. I know that Brittany's got it. Nick has got it. Josh has got it. And it is absolutely okay for me to try to get myself together because I'm not going to show up as 100%. And so it was such a good lesson this morning. And then when I did jump on Zoom, the second call, I was like, see, I couldn't do it for that long. I was like, hey, I'm going to like listen in now. But I'm just so proud and just so grateful for the people that we've attracted and have brought onto the team. And I felt so much gratitude today. And I'm just so grateful for every single person. I'm grateful for the journey we've had together. But yeah, I was like overwhelming feeling of gratitude on the way over here. Cause I'm like,
just breathe.
How amazing is it? Yeah. I don't feel the best. I'm not 100% like clear headed, but things are getting done and they're getting done well. And then Brittany texts me saying that she's so grateful for me. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I know it's been really hard for us to expand our team. And I think we've taken our time and we've been really diligent in who we bring around. And I just have immense gratitude for how amazing everyone is and how much they are on the same wavelength and how as much as we are pouring into what we're building collectively, they are too, and they believe in the vision. And there's just like this like magic now. It's magic. Truly like just like it feels magical and amazing. And I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, like I'm not used to being able to take a couple of days off and things still move. Usually I'm the one that's like having to do all the things. So even learning how to delegate and, you know.
Maybe that's why. Oh, see, it sounds like as soon as she said the word delegate, hold up.
Oh, I'm the one that's like being able to take a couple of days off and things still move. Usually I'm the one that's like having to do all the things. So even learning how to delegate and, you know, I can't do everything for the rest of time. And it's just been.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. I thought she was going to say she delegated everything to everybody else. And I was going to be like, oh, okay. So B. Simone and her are kind of like at the top and the other people are employees or something. And that's why their dynamic is different. I was wrong, by the way. She didn't say I'm grateful for B. Simone. She said I'm grateful for the team.
It's been such a beautiful process and I'm so grateful.
Me too.
It's just, I could cry.
I know.
I could throw up. No, I'm just overwhelmed.
You guys, and I want to say like all she's saying, like it's just nuts listening to it because we're a year and a half from resigning from KFS and then a year of podcasting with Let's Try This Again. So this wasn't like a month thing, a 2 month thing. Like we're talking about almost 2 years. In 4 or 5 months, it'll be 2 years of resigning from No For Sure, starting 8 months off from potting, starting a new brand. Like we're talking about 2 years of like looking for a team, transitioning. Like it takes time. And when you're in that moment, when I was in the moment of losing my old videographer and losing my team and losing somebody to my old assistant, all these team members that we had to move around, and you're like, you look up and you feel like you don't have anyone. Like it was just us.
It was such a drastic transition for us. Like we went from having maybe like 8 or 10 team members to no one, to literally 2. And it was all intentional.
100%.
You know, like it was all like a decision was made at the time, and like we both went essentially through the same transition at the same time in different ways. And we both parted from our existing business partners and transitioned to be more independent. But it's like such a weird transition for us because we went from one partnership to independence to another partnership. But I think that's why I'm so grateful for the way that we've done that, because we've kept our independence and we're
in
not
the midst of this partnership.
Right. Like, yes, we're building something together, but we're still very independent at the same time. And
I'm curious if they're going to talk about all the other team members leaving and why, or if they're going to be vague. I don't like when people say stuff like, oh, they all left because they didn't believe in the vision. And we stayed because we believe in the vision and we can see what's happening and the vision and the vision and the vision. Is Vision Harry down there? Vision Harry, please tell us what the vision is since you're here today. Thank you. I wonder if they're going to be like, oh, they left because they felt overworked and they felt like we didn't really have a clear plan for the future or a really solid business idea, or it wasn't worth investing in. Like, I wonder if they're going to be specific about the reason why people left, or if they're just going to stay vague with the, oh, they just don't believe in the vision and I need someone who sees the vision, and you saw the vision and I saw the vision. We saw the vision. They didn't see the vision. We want the vision. We like it. We love it. We want more of it. I don't know. Please leave a like on your way in, by the way, if you just got here, and welcome.
And holding space for the fact that we're not ready, or we weren't ready when that transition happened to commit
Oh, sorry. Hold up. Let me hold some space for them.
to another business partnership, but we still acted like it and acknowledged this is what it's turning into, but we're not ready to put a label on it, to put words to it until we can just catch up and
Make it make sense.
Yeah. And I feel like it was a constant pivot and adjustment. And we've done that. Looking back, we've done that from day one.
Yeah.
From building official Be Simone.
Nuts.
Before Be Simone Beauty was even a thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. The website.
Like the website. That's how we started.
That's how we started.
That's literally how we started.
Yeah.
I don't build websites anymore. You guys.
She's like, don't
at me, please. And thank you.
You guys, Simply Pop has launched a new.
How we get to an infomercial? They ain't even talk about anything yet. I just have gratitude because of the team. And, you know, we just started this and it's been 2 years and we just been with each other for so long and everyone else just left. And I just don't know why. And anyway, here's Simply Pop. I feel like they haven't even talked about anything. Have they? Besides, she feels gratitude for the team. Everybody left. They stayed. They both left businesses at the same time. Does it take 10 minutes to get through that? Take a shot for every time they say gratitude. Let me go get my glass.
Come try it from where to pop at cokeurl.com/simplypop.
But before we get to our journey, I do want to talk about that. I just want to encourage y'all, like, we're here because we trusted the process, and in the moment, it did not feel good losing team members, losing money, walking away from certain things. But I'm telling you, you find somebody that has the same vision, that's on the same path, that wants the same things, has the same values, the same morals, has the same building the same foundation, and like believe. I talked about this in a previous episode. I was like, when I called Jazz to tell her I was starting the podcast, I was or the idea, because I wasn't like, I'm starting. I was like, what do you think about this? I remember being in the Virgin Islands, because I remember where I was. I was on a balcony overlooking this beautiful country, like anxious and depressed and sad. But I was calling you. And I was so nervous to tell you, because I'm like, I'm starting, it's another idea. Another
we need to give them the context to why that is.
Yeah. It's like, but then Jazz was like, yeah, I think it's a great idea. Like, but just finding somebody that will still, like, Jazz still checks me like, okay, maybe in 5 years, or maybe like if I have these grand ideas, she's like, okay, like, let's do this first. Let's get in order. Like, she's more organized and has the operations and helps build solid foundations. But I said that to say, having somebody in your life that sees the vision and believes in you, that you could work alongside with, that doesn't, because you got to be a little crazy and a little delusional to make things happen. Like, you gotta have crazy faith. Like, the things we say, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna be in arenas. Like, well, the average person just doesn't say that. Like, and I believe it.
I think this is false. I think a lot of business people do this, especially like millionaires or billionaires. I think they all talk about how you just need that aggressive vision. They all talk about something that seems whimsical and like out of reality, like as you need the type of mentality where you wake up every day. I wake up at 3 a.m. to start my day. I work out until 4, then I shower until 5, then I go back to work out until 6, then I start working all the way until 9 p.m. I only sleep 3 hours a day. Everyone else is sleeping 8 hours, but I'm a go-getter. That's how I became a millionaire. And they leave out like there's a lot of luck and knowing people, networking, and maybe like your parents are rich also. No, I don't think you need to be crazy to have a successful business. I think you need to have a good business idea and a lot of capital and an ability to execute that idea. I don't think Be Simone has the ability to execute the idea, and I don't think she has the idea. She just keeps saying, I can see us filling out arenas. Filling out arenas doing what? Laying in the bed with the baby? In a coliseum? In a football stadium? You see yourself with the football stadium filled, and you're with Dababy having that conversation y'all had, or having this conversation that they're having now, where they talk about nothing for 13 minutes. I don't think you having this big idea is, I don't think, dog barking. I don't, sorry, apartment living. We're going to move out soon. Don't worry. The lease is coming to an end. But she's taking the bed on tour. Where's the bed? Yeah, where's the bed? But anyway, no, I don't think you don't need someone who's a little crazy to start a business. Like, not at all.
I'm like, no, we're gonna do live shows in arenas. There's gonna be 30,000.
Oh, not that there's anything wrong, by the way, with seeing a positive future for yourself or even having big dreams. Nothing wrong with that.
People, and it's gonna be a conference. And
actually, I got an email today.
Did you?
Yeah, we'll circle back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, she texted us, and we're gonna be doing a little retreat with her, but that's separate.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So did we lock that in?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
and they're filming it for their own network.
People, and we're good.
Okay, great.
We're set.
Little manifest game. You see how we did that there? You see, gotta have delusional friends. That was the manifest game. We do that all the time. But yeah.
And this is what happens when your delusional friend gets with you and says, we're going to make this vision happen. What's the vision? We don't know. This interview is what happens. LTTA is what happens. You need a little delusion to be successful. No, your friends weren't delusional except about their friendship with you. And I don't think they were the ones delusional, actually. But your friends had the good ideas. Your friends had the engaging podcast. They had the views, and they were getting you attention, specifically on your last podcast. They didn't have delusion. They had something meaningful to say in an ability to execute it in conversation. Never mind, I'm hounding on this. I'm not doing the shot game, but I did pour a little something special in my cup. It is Saturday night, so let me get y'all out of here quick so y'all can go and twerk or whatever y'all do.
So I'm going to get into our story and how we started, but I said that to say you have to have people that believe, see the vision, that are like-minded, and trust that if you are losing something, whether it's a friend, a coworker, even a business, that you're like, you know what, like I started this, it's not working, let me reevaluate. You're making space for what's to come, but you have to become better in that process. Like we did a lot of work. We were healing, we were in therapy, and we're talking about separate, like doing our own spiritual journey separately, growing separately, so that when we did have to hire somebody else, we were seeing different. We were hiring different. Like even you checked me, like I don't think we should hire that person. I know that person feels comfortable, but this person is better long term. This person is more qualified. Like it helped me make better decisions as a CEO. Like so just encouraging you guys. If you feel like you've lost something in this season, let it go. It's not supposed to be there. Get yourself together so when you gain in the next season, you're ready for the gains. And we're ready for the gains now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the most recent transition that we went through was, and we kind of talked about this, like we didn't have a strong foundation.
Yeah.
I think throughout we've built really successful, really lucrative businesses, but they've lacked the really strong foundation. They've kind of been like a little bootstrapped, which is fine. Businesses tend to be bootstrapped in the beginning. But I think now what we're doing is just being so intentional about that strong foundation so that the levels and tiers.
Who is this? I'm uninterested again. Jasmine. Okay, let me see if I can find her. From 2 to team, building with Jasmine. I'm trying to see, does she have a podcast? And if she does, how successful is it? Pretty V, tired of B Simone's excuses, shades her over I'm broke confession. Pretty V? Oh, I thought they used to be really good friends. Ew, O'Shea Duke. I don't see her anywhere except on her own podcast, so never mind.
Tiers and floors that we're trying to build because of our Delulu is sustainable for it. Otherwise, like if you have a little rinky-dink foundation and like you have this massive vision, it's going to fall apart. And we've experienced that
many times.
many times.
Oh my gosh.
Many times. But I feel like something that you say all the time is, you know, how like you are such a big dreamer and I'm a big dreamer too, but I feel like that's a very unique circumstance, I would say, to have someone that's such a big dreamer and then to have, I don't think a lot of people have both like I do, where I can be very much 100% in like manifest mode, but then I also have this really like nerdy analytical side where it's like, okay, let me deconstruct
like, well,
this
how are we
vision.
doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, so if 1 + 1 is 2.
Yeah. You always do that.
It's because my little sisters.
Okay, maybe I understand what's happening now. They're not talking about things with substance. They're talking about themselves, like, oh my God, I'm a business person and I have really bright ideas and you have really bright ideas and you're a business person too. And we meet some people and they're not business people like us, but we are business people. And also I have a sister and she blah, 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 right? And there's nothing wrong with talking about yourself, but I think you have to be an interesting person for this to work. I think you have to be like, yeah, so yesterday, right, I went skydiving. The parachute failed, right? So here I am falling through the air, but I'm 11,000 feet up, so I have a plan. I had a walkie-talkie on me and they had a walkie-talkie on the plane. So while I was still within range, I told them to jump out after me. He jumped out and I spread my arms out so that I could catch some air while he dove straight down to me. Then he grabbed me by the waist and he wrapped his legs and arms around me. Now, it was a little gay. It did look that way, but I promise it saved my life. Parachute flew up. I slid out, hit the ground, died. He didn't hold me tight enough. This is my ghost. You got to be interesting. You have to be like an interesting person, and it can work. It can work if you're on a, like, hold up. Let me show you. It's better to show you.
You a flat earther or a round earther?
It ain't no earth. You just dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no earth. Nothing here is real. You're not even real. Right? You AI.
Really?
You kind of like the first AI. There a lot of people don't know. And what year is this?
2025.
How you know? This ain't 2025. Listen, let me tell you how it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say for instance, who your grandma is? Who's
grandma?
Yeah,
who's grandma Ella May, man. Rest in peace.
Who's your great grandma?
I don't know now.
Right. You don't know. Right. That's how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they did it. Listen, so this is what they did. They went all the way back and killed all of those people,
mm-hmm.
and then gave you a history, and then left stuff here for you to find. And a lot of people don't know. It ain't no 2025 game. I don't know what year it is. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. I'm locked in this damn body, and I'm locked on Earth. Stop playing on me.
Are you a flat earther?
So this man seems interesting. Like if he told me a story about his life and his thoughts and his ideas, I would actually be very interested in knowing that. But B. Simone and her friend are just like, oh, I'm businessy. I have business ideas, and yeah. But I would be interested in hearing his ideas, not for like any meaningful reason, but just out of curiosity. Now let's get back to this engaging interview. Please leave a like on your way in, by the way.
Show you, if you guys know B, you guys know this viral clip. I had no idea because I didn't know who you were until I met you.
Yeah, don't even tell them.
Crazy.
Y'all know what she just quoted. Put it in the comments. If 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4, what is this? Yeah, I want to know if they know what that's from.
Well, my little sisters had to show it to me because they were like, oh my God, B. Simone. I was like, yeah, like I just met her.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we're working together. And I didn't even know. It's so crazy because I didn't even know how big of a deal you were until after I started working with you. And I was like, oh, she's popping. Like, oh, my bad. But yeah, I think that.
Never mind. I'm not going to say no. I didn't even know how big a person you were until I started working with you. I didn't know B. Simone was big. I did not. I didn't know. I know that she's popular from Wild and Out. But that's all. And that might be big. Like Nick Cannon's big. He has a lot going on.
I think we just have a lot of trust in each other's strengths.
Yeah.
Like I know your strengths is to be the dreamer, is to live in like Delulu land.
For sure.
And my strength is to be able to visualize your Delulu land.
Yeah.
But also
make it make sense.
But also make it make sense
how do
for
we
like
get
our
there?
right now.
Yeah.
You know, like how can I piece together where we're trying to go and what action steps can be taken right now. And I feel like anyone can really apply that when they have this vision. It's about what are the things that you can do right now with what you have that is relevant to that. It doesn't have to be booking an arena, but maybe it's talking to promoters. Maybe it's getting in front of a stage. Like there's so many things that you can do that follow that path. And I think a perfect example of this actually is the retreat that we're planning.
Yes.
Because you had said that you wanted to do something with the girls. And I said, okay, absolutely. And then next thing you know, it's already happening.
It's crazy.
And all I had to do was say,
We're doing really big things. Really big things. Just the last month, you said you wanted to go on a retreat together. So we scheduled a retreat for this month. We're doing really big things. The vision is coming true. I also don't like how she said she's like buying into B. Simone's delusion. I feel like this is cultish. I feel that this is cultish. Like, this is how cults start. One person says he's the reincarnated God and he's going to take us all on the spaceship to meet God. And we all need to take these pills together. And any regular person thinks that's dumb. And then there are some people who may be desperate or who may be like suffer from, I don't know, what is it called? Religious psychosis or something like that. I don't know if that's an official term, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And then they get sucked into a cult like that. That's what this feels like. Or it feels like when my little sister asked me for $100 and I said, sure. And then later I asked, so what are you using it for? And she said, oh, I'm gonna give it to this lady. She works at the bank. And basically I CashApped it to her and she's gonna basically put it in the bank account. And because she works at the bank, she's a bank teller, she can move the zero over and turn it into 1,000. And all she asked for was the $100 fee, and then I get the other 900 back. That's what this feels like. That's B. Simone's business idea, and this woman is my sister, who's just desperate to believe that we about to 10 times this money. The bank teller gonna move the zero over. So I don't know. Maybe this woman has invested a lot in B. Simone's business. And once you invest something, you want to believe. My sister kept messaging that lady until that lady blocked her. And that lady kept saying, you have to give it 3 to 5 business days. While you're waiting, you might as well turn another 100 into 1,000. Now you got 2,000. Like, while we wait for it. And after that lady stopped messaging back, my sister desperately wanted to believe that if she just messaged her, hey, I know you have the $1,000, give me the 900, give it back and I won't tell anyone what you did, blah, 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 blah. There's not 1,000. There is no $900. There is none. The vision you have, it doesn't exist. But you've invested so much in it, you don't want to believe you just got scammed out of your money. And I know to this day, my sister want that $1,000. I know she thinks she got finessed. There never was, in fact. There never was, in fact, 1,000. Move them zeros into their wallet. Both of them. 1, 2 zeros.
Say, okay, well, I have someone that plans retreats already.
Yep.
We have the girls already.
We have this connection.
We have these connections.
Yeah.
Let me just start a conversation.
Yeah.
I start a conversation. Next thing you know, we're getting sponsorships.
Yeah.
Those sponsorships, next thing you know, are just flourishing because we had this vision and I was able to deconstruct it.
Okay, I should have waited to hear that part. I was like, y'all planned a cabin retreat and invited people to the cabin retreat, and y'all made it sound extremely complicated. But now they're saying sponsors. So, okay, maybe I was missing something. Did they not have the money to do the cabin retreat? But now they have sponsors giving them something. I don't know. They're going to hang up, what's it called? Raid Shadow Legends. They're going to hang it up as a banner when you walk into the cabin because they have to advertise for the sponsors. Like, did they not have the capital to start it? Did B. Simone, in fact, break her promise to shop at H&M and go back to Bloomingdale's? Let's see.
And I didn't think, honestly, we were going to do it so quickly, but I feel like that's
this
part
summer.
of, but I feel like that's part of just taking action too. Like taking that vision and I want to say like dumbing it down almost into like, what are the first steps we can take? And I feel like we've done that over and over and over and over again.
Working with what you have. Like you said, like whether it's art, whether I want to be artist, but I'm not good. Start drawing. Oh, I want to, the time is going to pass anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like you either spend the time getting better or you spend the time wishing you were great.
Yeah.
Like spend the time getting better. I think that's what Jazz just said. Like what she's saying, start with what you have. We start with what we have. Like even when Be Simone Beauty launched in 2019, I had way more liquid to invest. They dropped almost $80,000, $100,000. Get thousands of inventory.
Yeah.
Now we're bringing Be Simone Beauty back. Jazz is like, let's start a little smaller.
Do you remember when I made you cry? I will never forget this. Like kind of scarred me. I felt so bad. I don't remember.
What did you do?
Good.
My prediction, all of my predictions have been wrong so far. My prediction, remember when I made you cry, you bought $100,000 worth of merchandise and I said, you need to have a business idea first. And you cried instead of being like, oh yeah, that is like a reasonable expectation. I don't know. I think lipstick, she had a brand.
I was myself. Well, because I think now you appreciate me reeling things back in.
Yeah.
I feel like that took a long time of working together.
100%.
But we were at one of the photo shoots for Be Simone Beauty at the warehouse before the warehouse was even done.
Yeah.
And I had gently brought up that we needed to have a meeting because we were launching the products and the warehouse wasn't ready. And you started crying.
Really?
Yes, you were very upset that I brought it up. And I was like, how?
Be Simone Beauty. To get into the website, I need to give my email and subscribe. What is Be Simone Beauty? Now I'm curious. I can't. Well, I'm already did LTTA. I'm not gonna do Be Simone Beauty. Sorry, guys. Cosmetic, beauty, cosmetic, personal care. We'll be right back. Okay. It was a beauty line, and then apparently it didn't work out, so they're on hiatus.
And we were at one of the photo shoots for Be Simone Beauty at the warehouse before the warehouse was even done.
Yeah.
And I had gently brought up that we needed to have a meeting because we were launching the products and the warehouse wasn't ready. And you started crying.
Really?
Yes, you were very upset that I brought it up. And I was like, how are we going to ship the products that are launching?
What did I say? What was my reason?
Drake, where's the door? It's right there. And how are we going to get out? We're going to cut the door open. How are we going to cut the door open, Drake? Where is the meme? So Be Simone builds a treehouse, but she doesn't cut the door open. And her friend here says, how are we going to get out with no door? Be Simone says, we're going to cut the door open with the power tools. And her friend says, where are the power tools? Be Simone says, outside the door. And then Be Simone's friend look at her like this on the screen. And then Be Simone cried. Luxury goods for blazer wearing, short shorts professional on the go. Got it. Where's the door, Be Simone?
You hadn't thought, it was just overwhelming. I feel like at the time
and I'm curious, did she cry because did she conflate this as a personal attack? Because I noticed that on the last show, her friend was talking about how you don't have a coherent business plan or idea and you want us all to invest in you. And it feels like Be Simone takes these as personal attacks. What do you mean you're launching the product line? We don't even have a factory yet. What happens when people put in orders and they can't get their stuff for months because we're still waiting for a contract to go through with the warehouse? Then after the contract goes through, we have to ship the product there for storage and blah, 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 blah. But you bought $80,000 to $100,000 worth of product, and B Simone cries. This feels like business 101. And now the website's down, and I feel bad. The website's down, and her Instagram says that they closed down. And like, when you tell me at the beginning of this interview, for you to have a good business, you need delusion. You need to be delusional and have big dreams. I think I'm going to stick with you need to have a good idea and ability to execute it, and a lot of capital, and probably a lot of luck.
I ran away from conflict.
It wasn't conflict. It was
not with you. I'm just saying anything that like, yeah, like even though whether it was conflict, whether it was, I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. I just have the vision. Yes. It wasn't the journey. It wasn't the figuring things out. Like, I'm like, I want this to happen and it needs to happen. So however we have to do that, but you're like, this doesn't make sense. So I just ran away from figuring stuff out. I ran away from conflict, even if it was a tough conversation. Not saying that conversation was tough, but I'm saying in general, like, I didn't want to deal with anything that just didn't make me feel good.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's not good leadership. It's like, but
not only is that not good leadership, but that's not good friendship either. I didn't know she was going to say this. I haven't seen this interview, by the way. We're all watching this together because Dababy gave nothing and B Simone gave nothing, and that was awful. And I don't even want to bring that memory back up. Actually, let's put that in the back. Gone. This makes sense to me. She does not like confrontation. She does not like anything that can be perceived as confrontation. Which one of y'all said it? Because I told you were wrong earlier. One of y'all said she don't like to be told about herself. I'm going to put the comments on the screen now. I forgot I'm supposed to be doing that. Also, let me know if you guys are getting advertisement during the stream. You shouldn't be getting advertisement. But if you are, I just turned it off. It turns on automatically, so I forget. But if you've been getting advertisement, please let me know during the stream. You should only be getting ads after it actually posts. Sorry if anyone has been experiencing ads and may be behind. But this makes sense for why her other friendships go how they go. B Simone needs to be on top, and she needs her vision not to be questioned, even when her vision is delusional. In fact, she thinks her vision needs to be delusional. What is her vision? We don't know. What we do know is she has a vision. Everyone else needs to make it happen at their own expense. B Simone is going to do absolutely nothing for that vision besides have it, and then she's going to demand all of her friends pour everything into it. And if one of her friends says, this doesn't seem like a good idea, I'm homeless and need help myself, B Simone takes this as a personal attack. Where's the door, Drake? Why are you attacking me right now? She doesn't like opposition. No ads. Okay, thank you.
But it's so crazy to think back at how much has changed. I wish you remembered. You were really like sobbing, and you're like, "Why did you said JNF?" You're like, "Why did JNF have to bring that up right now?" And I'm like, "Because we're launching next week, and the warehouse is empty, and we're doing a photo shoot, which is lovely." But like,
why did she have to bring this up right now? Never mind. She just told us. We don't have to rehash it.
Like, what's the plan?
I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about where we're at.
But that goes to show.
Yeah.
But that goes to show the evolution of just you as a leader, but also knowing our strengths. We know that my strength is that I'm going to think about the process. I'm going to think about step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm also going to hold everyone accountable. That needs to be yourself included. And I think that's why we get along so well in our work relationship, because you have given me the space to also hold you accountable in you wanting to become and be the best leader that you can possibly be. And when we met, we were both in completely different positions, but I also feel like there's been such an evolution, and I'm so proud of how far you've come in your leadership and not letting go of that vision and that like delusionalness, but like also knowing the importance of keeping one foot grounded and like, okay, well, we're here now. That doesn't mean that I'm letting go or losing this vision, this dream that I have, but it's there. What are the actionable things that need to happen in this current reality while I'm manifesting this future reality?
Yeah.
And there's been some times where I feel like that could have killed your dream, and it didn't. Like
100%.
there's been multiple
my God.
roadblocks and times where I feel like we've both been tested, but I will say, in my opinion, you've been tested far more than I have, just in like public, in private. Like I've seen you overcome some immense, why am I going to get emotional? But like I really have seen you overcome some crazy obstacles, and I just respect your grit and your commitment to follow through, and your commitment to growth, your commitment to truth, your commitment to vulnerability. Like if you are saying you're going to show up, you're going to show up. And I just love that about you. And I love that I've been able to see you evolve into, like, I've always seen that in you, just like your heart and how much you care about the things that you do and how much you care about those around you. But now seeing you evolve as a leader, using your email.
I hate vague stuff. I hate it. You've gone through so much struggle. What struggle? Tell us specifically, because if you tell us specifically, what you're going to say is you had to stop shopping at Bloomingdale's and go to H&M. So are you guys seeing ads or not? The ads should be off, but you may have to refresh your page. Sorry again. No ads? Okay. Cool. What was I saying? I was probably yelling about something that B. Simone did. Yeah. Oh, it's about how they're not being specific ever. Well, the lady on the left was specific, and when she talks about specific stuff, I feel like when they get specific, it makes B. Simone look bad, so they won't do it a lot. Like, oh, tell us, oh, okay, sorry, I misunderstood. Like, tell us what your struggle is, and tell us how B. Simone's struggle is harder than what you're going through. Because the last time we heard the person's struggle was homelessness, and she felt like B. Simone's struggle was harder because B. Simone had to stop shopping at Bloomingdale and shop at H&M. And then when we get into when we're vague, it's I have a vision and this vision and the vision and the vision, but we get into specifics and it's like, oh, you had no idea what you were doing. You were about to launch a product and we didn't even have a product. And you cried. When they get specific, it looks really, really bad for B. Simone. And I think that's why she prefers to keep things very vague. I have the vision. She has a dream.
Mail using Google Sheets.
I be emailing y'all.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like what?
An email? I'm like, why are we emailing? Text me. Guys, it's like, it doesn't work like that. We have 10 team members. We do not need to text. Open the damn email.
But also it's matching the current reality to the dream.
Yeah.
A multi-billion-dollar business, you better believe the CEO knows how to use their email.
Right.
And calendar.
Not a damn text thread. Excuse me. I said damn twice. Oh my God. Now 3 times. Lord.
But I mean, everyone texts.
Yeah.
But it's just the evolution of like you becoming this amazing CEO.
Yeah.
And all of the businesses that we.
B. Simone would actually make a great CEO. Some CEOs don't know how to email. All she needs to do is be up there and getting paid. B. Simone, interestingly enough, the idea that she has around what she wants to do, she just wants to she has this grand vision and all of you need to make it happen. I actually can see her as a CEO. The problem is you have to have a business to be a CEO of. And B. Simone cannot build that business. Because the CEO does have like an idea, at least. And B. Simone's idea is, I want to fill out stadiums. With who, why, and for what, we don't know. She would be great at delegating. She's not good at, I mean, she's not really good at that. It doesn't seem like it. This is the only woman I've seen talk back to B. Simone and make it out alive.
we've, oh wait, I want to come back. Can we talk about, because you had said earlier, like the pivoting.
Yeah.
There has been so much pivoting, and I feel like the people need context as to why when you called me, it was such a big deal, the podcast.
Oh yeah, because what was before that? I had an idea. What was the idea?
You had various
Was
ideas.
it Mind Sweat?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This wasn't going to exist. It was going to be Mind Sweat.
Wow.
Yeah. So there was an entirely different business
you guys.
that she's invested in. And I want to like zoom that out because I feel like a lot of people have things that they invest in, have business ideas. And I think what's really unique about us is that we take action immediately. Like if we have an idea, we're like, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go get it.
I told Jazz the idea. She's like, let me see if the website's taken. Okay, there's no LLC. Okay, we need to trademark it. Like we jump on stuff
immediately. Yeah, immediately. We do things very, very quickly. But there's been multiple businesses, but Mind Sweat I think was one that was, you were really investing in. We went to China. We were sourcing products.
Financially.
We were building an app. Like all of these things were happening for Mind Sweat, and it was very much the predominant focus.
Yeah.
And we were really close to like launching like a couple months. And then that's when you said, I think I want to pod again. And the irony is that we were doing the exact same things for Mind Sweat as we're doing for Let's Try This Again, but it just aligns so much better.
Yeah.
Like it was going to be this thing, and I feel like we couldn't really like hit the nail on the head as to why it wasn't like clicking.
Yeah.
Like something wasn't.
We had an idea for a podcast, Mind Sweat. But then your podcast, LTTA, brought everything together. Mind Sweat was incoherent. We didn't have a vision. We didn't have a plan. It was just all over the place. LTTA obviously isn't all over the place and obviously has a plan and a coherent plot on each episode. And yeah. So you left one delusion to go to never mind.
Wasn't clicking because it was going to be outward facing. You weren't necessarily going to know that it's her. And it wasn't clicking. We were trying to like force it.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. But back to us pivoting, I think we're just so good at that. And I think people.
And that's not a pivot. Well, it is a pivot for you to jump from one business to the other. But the idea that you have an idea for a bad podcast and then you decide to go on someone else's bad podcast instead is like, is that a pivot? Hey, I have an idea, a bad podcast. Wow, I was doing a bad podcast myself, but I think I'll pivot to that idea. Like, is it a pivot or is it like a straight linear line?
People that start their business or are in entrepreneurship or even just in general feel like when one thing fails, they've lost it all or it's in vain. But truthfully, that year and a half, 2 years. I think we worked on Mind Sweat for 2 years because it was still while KFS was up. Those 2 years that we invested into Mind Sweat, I think is what made Let's Try This Again so easy to start back up because we knew the process, we knew the team, we knew the vision. It was just like a rebranding almost.
I think it's like trusting the pivot.
Yeah.
Like literally when you pivot, you don't have to think that you failed at something. It's knowing when to let go and when to pivot. Like literally the Let's Try This Again, the pivoting, the resilience, the never giving up. Letting go of something does not mean you failed at it. It means you're
pivot. Pivot. Speaking of pivot, let's have our commercial break. This is rough on me. Like, this is actually rough. This is hard for me. I'm struggling to stay awake.
As I think to myself, like, what can I do? Like, this doesn't feel like what can I do to help beyond like protesting or beyond, resting, which is what a lot of Black folks are doing. But like, what can I do? I feel so small with all these big world problems, And this came to me like, make art. And so Nina Simone says, an artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. Again, an artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. I love that quote because, and I've heard it like a million times, but especially like it rings true now. Like when an artist asks, what are we supposed to do for the end of the world? It's like, make art. That's what we're supposed to do. That's literally what we were made to do is make art that people can feel. When we think about like even our history books, right? Like we read the stories in the books, but we look at the paintings, right? The paintings, people depicting what was happening, photographs, like the video, the media people being hosed, like things like that, like stick in your mind. Like they're like, whoa, like they're stamped, they're iconic moments. And it's because artists reflect the times, right? You think about the songs, and I'll get to some songs in a second from Nina because it's Nina Simone. But you think about songs that people sing that reflect the times. I think about, of course, let me just go back to the 60s and 70s. Like you think about the music of then, like the revolution, like revolutionary music. And Nina Simone was a revolutionary musician. She was a civil rights musician. It can feel like it's unimportant, it doesn't matter, but I promise you it does. I promise. People need art to process their pain. I know that we've been taught to devalue art. I know that we've been taught to devalue nature. We've been taught to devalue a lot of things that actually are for our benefit and our good. And art helps people.
Do y'all see how when she says sentences, there's a beginning, a middle, an end, there's a subject, a predicate, there's a coherent plot? What are we about to learn based on this? Jamal, you could be our commercial break if you posted. Why hasn't you posted in 3 months? And over here in my chat, instead of editing your videos, talk to me about it. Who you feeling like? I just learned who you feeling like. I'm very behind, but I just learned who you feeling like. I had to check if I was still subscribed. I thought I wasn't getting notifications. Nope. Jamal just quit on us, black boys and men. You were my last hope, and you gave up. So, well, but given the circumstances we're in. Okay, everyone. Again, that's Alecia. If you're interested in going over to her channel, seeing something with a coherent plot, she has multiple videos discussing politics, culture, and music. Now let's get back to this very engaging interview.
We're smart enough to know when to move on. Like, this is not fully making sense. Like, we're still in the realm of, it's still healing, it's still mindset, it's still evolution, but let's try this again is more of an umbrella with all those things under it. Like, mind sweat is still a part of let's try this again because of the healing, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, but it was like putting it under that umbrella and not making it the umbrella. So I think we are very good at knowing when to pivot. And I encourage you guys, like, whatever that is, I can't say that thing, it's time to let go because I don't know. Like, pray about it and see. But if you've been battling with pivoting or letting something go, something that's not working, tweak it and try. And after the tweak, realign and see what God is telling you to put your energy towards, because it might not be that thing you've been focused on for so long. It might just take a small tweak. And it's still like the same things. Like, we're still working on an app.
Yeah.
The app is, like, oh my God.
Is it here by the time this is out?
It's here.
Okay.
The app is coming.
It's here.
I'm going to put both. Let's do both.
No, I think it might be here.
It's here.
I think the wait list will be live.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it. Ooh, I got a little queasy.
People are signing up. You guys, the wait list is up. And we cannot believe this app is coming. Like,
well, some people already have access because the wait list is essentially a VIP list. So when you're on the wait list, it's invite only for the first, however long we decide. But I mean, it's a real thing.
It's a thing.
And now it will be 2 years, 3. Oh my God, is it third year working on this?
Working on that.
I want to throw up again. Lordy, this is the longest project we've.
Y'all saw the app, right? We were on it earlier. Y'all saw the app and what the app was, right? The 3 years in progress app. Yes, I had to get through the wait list. What's the app? You can't tell just by listening to them talk? Hold up. You must not have heard them. Let them tell you what the app is.
VIP list
is coming. Like,
well, some people already have access because the wait list is essentially a VIP list. So when you're on the wait list, it's invite only for the first, however long we decide. But I mean, it's a real thing.
It's a thing.
And now it will be 2 years, 3. Oh my God, is it third year working on this?
Working on that.
I want to throw up again. Lordy, this is the longest project we've ever worked on.
We'd be like, okay, this summer, next month. No, this is one of those things that, like you said, when you take the time, it builds the foundation for longevity. And I think that's one thing my mindset has shifted to, the longevity of something. Like, if it takes 10 years to make.
Okay, in case you're confused about what the app is, this is the app, right? Not only is it the app, but it's the app they've been working on for 3 years. See, when you are concerned about something, what you need to do is pray to God. And they did pray to God over this app. This app they have been developing for 3 years. Now, this app, it's a wait list. Let me be clear. It's a wait list to get in this app, okay? There is, in fact, a wait list to get in this app. A wait list for, however long they want the wait list to be. Maybe it's a week. Maybe they'll make it everyone all access tomorrow. But that's just the type of app that this is. It's an app that a lot of people want to get in. And a lot of people are on the wait list for this app. So, in case you were confused, that's what the app is. Are you less confused now that I explained it? Be sure to leave a like if you're just getting here. I have to say it periodically throughout the stream. Sorry if it gets annoying, guys. No, matter of fact, let me check. 117 people, 79 likes. Let me do some math. 20 plus 17 is 40 something. 38 people. I had to add one because it's at 79, not 80. 31 people. The 31 of you, come outside. I just want to talk. Come outside. Tell me why you haven't liked. You don't like it? Tell me why. Matter of fact, while we're here, let me see if it's telling me subscribers. Nope, it's not telling me yet. I guess I'll have to wait. Usually it tells me who's subscribed and who's not, but it's not doing it right now, so I won't do that. But please do leave a like or a dislike. No, I'm just playing.
10 million. I need to make 10 million in a month. Like if it takes the 10 years, whatever. If it takes 10 years for this to be $1 billion company, great. It's $1 billion company, but we've built it on a solid foundation that has longevity. And I'm not rushing to the numbers or the success anymore. Like I'm really proud of this project because it has been our longest project.
We've pivoted so many times. So the first iteration of it, like the first call we had with Randy, it was when it was before Mind Sweat.
Yeah.
It was when KFS was still around, and we had been talking. So we were with Patreon at the time, or no? Had we signed to Patreon yet? We must have. But there were some things that we wanted that weren't accessible, and it was before the live show. And I was talking to Randy, who is our CTO, and we were just talking about bringing the technology to the event. And then we got to talking, and then that's when we took the call with him, and we're like, wait a minute, we could actually build a community app.
Yeah.
Never got it off.
Bringing the technology. What? What technology? We discussed bringing the technology to him. The app where there's one video for you to watch? What technology? No, I couldn't have heard her right.
And we were just talking about bringing the technology to the event. And then we got to talking, and then that's when we took the call with him, and we're like, wait a minute, we could actually build a community app.
Yeah.
Never got it off the ground. And then Mind Sweat came about, and that's when we're like, okay, this is the place that we need to have the application built for. So we started the process, and we actually didn't hire Randy. We hired different developers that were referred. And
to be clear, the app they took 3 years to come up with is an app where you can watch one bonus video, and it's Dababy and B Simone interview. 3 years of hard work. She abandoned that other useless app that she was working on to come hop on B Simone's useful app. Technology. The app is an app. That's an amazing app. That people, oh my God, they talk like Trump. When they describe this app, they talk just like Trump. Let me tell you about this app. And it's an app. It's an amazing app that people love. And people say to me, I love the app. The app's amazing. An app you can subscribe to. An app that's web accessible. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think Donald Trump can actually say like multiple syllable words. So I don't think he would say like all of this, but that's what it's giving to me. I was wondering where I recognize this from. It's a big, beautiful app, and you're gonna love it. And there are no cuts to Medicaid in this app. I can't do a Trump impression. That was like my best.
Worked with them for a year.
Big.
And they're not with us today.
And we didn't have a product.
That sounded
like they died.
I think they're still alive.
They're alive. Yeah.
Don't talk to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we learned a lot. And I think for myself, you know, this has been my first full step into the tech space. And there's just so much for me to learn as a COO, for me to learn as a woman in business in the tech space. I mean, it is just, first of all, is very male dominant. But I don't even think that phases us necessarily, but just like hearing it all the time is like, okay, get it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But also just like the nuances that we didn't know that we're still learning to this day.
That's crazy.
Like there's so much that we did not know in the first 2 years. And I think this last year when we had the third pivot, which was finding a new team, I think that was the hardest pivot that we've had since KFS.
100%.
Because it was
so
like
hard. Because so much money and time.
A year.
So we're 32 minutes in, and I think this podcast suffers from this, like most episodes, is they just repeat the same information over and over again without adding anything new for the entire podcast. And we built this app, and it's just being with a team, and we had to start over and find everyone again from scratch. And we had to, I believed in it. You had a vision, and I'm so grateful for everyone. And it was really tough to build this app, but we did it. And there's a wait list, and you have to know how to pivot, because I was working on something else and now I'm working on this. And I had to pivot from what I was working on because it wasn't working out, but this is. So I had to pivot. I pivoted here and pivot. And this has just been 30 minutes of this. What's some stuff that we could have talked about? What's some substance that we could have talked about? We could have talked about navigating your friends leaving your business and whether or not you can maintain these friendships. We could have talked about, you just said this is a male-dominated field. You can talk about navigating a male-dominated field and how your experience as a woman is navigating this space, and how is it different from navigating the space as a male. Are you getting less respect? Are you getting more? Are people making inappropriate comments? I hear girls talk about that in the workplace, how that they aren't taken seriously. Are you getting less capital because of your gender? Like, there's so much stuff that they could have talked about, but instead they decide to just repeat the same things over and over and over again. Like, surface level, they didn't believe and they all quit and we had to start over, and we have a vision and I invested in it, and you have a big dream. You could have talked about having that big, grand, delusional dream that you believe is necessary for a business owner to have to succeed, and then having this humbling experience where your friend grounds you and says, we don't have a warehouse, we don't have a product, we can't do this right now, we need to back up. Like, tell me more about that experience. What was that like? Are you putting this down and pretending like it doesn't exist, which it sounds like she said? Does this reframe your dreams? Are your dreams smaller because of this, or do you still have these grand dreams, but do you now realize how important it is to actually work on a concept, a proof of concept, instead of just having this big grand dream? Like, is there now substance behind this dream? We could have talked about so much stuff in this 30 minutes, but instead it's just the same thing over and over again. Can we pivot? Like, can we actually pivot instead of saying the word? Can we pivot into some real conversation? And we have 30 minutes left. Maybe they will. But I think I'm seeing the issue with her podcast and her app. Like, listen to how they describe the app. That's how this whole interview has been. They don't talk about anything. They just say app. It's an app, a big app, an app we've been working on, an app that has God in it. God helped us build this app. We couldn't have done it without God, this app. And so many people signed up for this app. This app is community. This app is an app. That's exactly how this whole interview has been. We are business. We have business. Business has us, and we are business, and business is we, and we are business. Like, anyway, I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I'm like slowly realizing an endearing conversation with depth. 30 minutes later. Yeah, just 30 minutes, guys. Don't worry. I won't
a year
much
of waiting for a product that we got that wasn't ready, that wasn't good, that wasn't
our standard.
Yeah, no. And I think that too, you guys, when you're building something, I always said this with Be Simone Beauty. My lip gloss line that I launched in 2019. I was like, at the end of the day, I kept going back and forth with the manufacturer because I didn't like the product. And everybody was like, it's okay, this doesn't bother me, it's not sticky to me. I'm like, if I don't like it, I'm not putting it out. Because when you put something out, there's going to be people that don't like it. So as long as you like it and you can stand by it and be like, this works for me. I like this consistency of this gloss. I like this. I like the functions on this app, whatever you're working on. I like this merch. I like this t-shirt. I like the way it fits, whatever you're building. As long as you like it and you truly stand behind it and you feel like it's an excellent product, don't put it out until you feel that way. Not if other people feel that way, but you feel that way, because that's one, like, we worked on it for a year, spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And we were like,
and time. I was so
wasted.
My God, the amount of Zoomies I was on every week. And just, but to your point, it didn't meet our standard.
So we didn't put it out. No.
But we said absolutely
not putting our name on this.
Fortunately, that meant we had to start over. 2 years in. But now we got the
And
right
it's so
people. We're
good.
actually back with Randy, which
Yeah.
is so full circle, and he's just been incredible.
Yeah.
And you know, he also believes in the vision. He's also so committed to the project, and I feel like I'm just so excited for us to have a home base for this community that you've been building for so long.
Yeah.
And I just can't believe that it's
I can't
here.
believe it's here, and the functions we have, the stuff that we added to the app that we were like, we didn't even know this was going to be on there. Like, it's so cool.
It's like, I mean, I don't know if I can say this, but it's like giving like almost MySpace vibes.
Yeah.
Because you can do a little bit of customization.
Yeah.
And I think what's really cool about it is that it's almost like user created.
Yeah.
So like we've asked the community what they've wanted in the app.
Yeah.
And then I think the coolest thing is because we've made it and created it, we can add things as we'd like.
As we go.
It's like, oh, we have this crazy Delulu idea. Let's add it to the app. Or we want this feature and this function. Let's.
Girl, tell us something. What are you talking about? The app, we added so much to the app because they asked for us to add this and we did. It's like MySpace, because MySpace was an app and this is an app. And so, you know, they have that similarity. And we didn't even know we could add this to the app, but we did add it to girl, what is the app? What is the app? What's the app? It's been 2 videos. I have the app and I don't know what it is. I'm in the app. I don't know what it is and I'm in it. I have it. I went to the page. I got it. I downloaded it. I have the app. I'm on the app. I went through the wait list. I'm in the app. I don't know what the app is, and I'm in the app. I've been listening to them talk about the app for 35 minutes. I have no idea what the app is. We listened to them talk about the app on her last podcast episode for like an hour. I didn't know what the app was then. At what point are we going to get to know what the app is? And what's pissing me off, sorry, I never say that phrase, is we came from this app being like nothing to being where it is today. Well, what was it before? If this is what it is today, what do you mean you came from nothing? What do you mean you came from an incoherent app and where there was no direction and it was aimless? But now look at us. No, I'm not still on the wait list. I'm in the app. It's a video. It's one video. It's one video. I guess there'll be more, but the way they describe it was like it's a community, it's a MySpace, it's a Ligma, it's all, and yet it's nothing. It is the head in the tail, the left in the right, above and beneath. What is the app? That is my question. Let's see if we figure it out by the end of this video.
Constantly update it. Yeah.
And that's such a cool thing.
Yeah. I'm excited to do that. And I'm excited to see how it grows. I'm not going to say the number, but the number we're manifesting.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I know it's going to happen. I'm like, Jazz, this is the number I have in my head. And this is the number of women I want on the app within the next year. So manifest this number with me. So I just be telling, we be doing stuff like that. You got to have partners that you do stuff like that. Like, they got to believe. They can't think it's not possible or too crazy. I don't know how it's going to happen. I just know it is. I just believe it's going to happen, you know? So I'm just excited to see what the community turns into.
Yeah.
And like how we had close friends, it was just a safe space. Like, then turned into this app, the community, the broadcast channel. We moved everybody from the broadcast channel to this app. Like, the community we're building. I think that's the main thing. I know people want to feel like there's a space for them to be vulnerable, to be themselves, to be open, to be safe, and that there's other like-minded women and men. There's men on there too, a few men, and you know, we're going to build a community for them down the line, LTTA men. But just that they're not alone in their journey. And I think that's the best part. And we can create whatever and just throw it on the app and let our community tell us what they want. And I just think it's so cool to create that space that we own.
Yeah, y'all, that's me and my business partner, Jasmine. And I'm going to give you guys a little BTS on how the LTTA app came about. It all started in 2021 when we launched Close Friends and took over the internet. Baby, this was before Instagram even had subscriptions, okay? What this really showed me is how important community was to my audience. After working on some major projects and taking a trip to London and China, we really started to focus and hone in on the LTTA app.
The vision, our vision?
Yes, I love that.
I love it too.
We're nerds when it comes to entrepreneurship and building. We are so excited. So stay tuned as I take you guys on this journey and show you guys the real, the raw. Building this app was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. But I also know and believe it's going to be one of the most beautiful, biggest projects I've ever worked on in my life. We've been working on this for over the past 2 years, countless productions, countless trips, countless meetings, countless Zoom calls, just idea after idea after idea, but it's been so worth it.
It's not starting something new, it's evolving something that was already
that we've been working on. Yes.
Oh, thank you, God.
Only on the LTTA app. Right now, you guys, the app is invite only. So go to ltta.app to unlock your invite. Good luck and hope to see you inside.
And I feel like the question.
Okay, did you guys learn what the app was based on the commercial? I think Zoom calls. So I think it's Zoom calls, maybe like Zoom, regular Zoom meetings. Can I get a So this app, basically, there's a section where we upload exclusive videos, sort of like Patreon. And then there's also a section that's more community minded. Think about Facebook, where you have a long wall of posts from a bunch of people. You can friend them, talk to them privately, but also you have this public thing. And then we also have this sort of group session we do where I myself come onto the app every weekend. And why am I explaining her app better than she does? I come on and the ladies can join. Y'all remember Black Women for Vice President Harris back then when we had Hope? Y'all remember that? And how they had this big Zoom call with, like, wasn't it millions of people in it, or hundreds of thousands or something like that, on a call with her? B. Simone can say, oh, I have a Zoom call where I'm on and we're all talking together, or they're listening, and they can see my plans in depth and stuff like that. And also we have a section in the app where we plan retreats and stuff so that the women on the app can come and we can mingle and build community together. Now, it took me 3 seconds to come up with that. And they've been working on this app for 3 years and can't tell us what it is. Discord. Discord.
Could be like, why are we competing in the app space? Why are we creating something else? Like, we could have white labeled something. We could have saved a lot of money and a lot of time.
A lot of time.
A lot of time.
And why are y'all doing this? Like the analogy I gave you off the mic, like there's a million bread companies. Like nobody is saying, I'm not gonna put this bread brand on the shelf because there's a million. You go down the bread aisle, there's a million different brands of bread. It's the same thing with our mindset with the app. Like there's still a space for us, for our community, for our world, for our network, for our women that are following us, that want the healing and the evolution in their life. So why did we create an app when there's a million self-help apps? Because ours is different. And it doesn't have the B. Simone and Jazz Sauce, and it doesn't have the things we're working on, and it doesn't have all the things we're building, and it's just different in a way. So I want you guys to be encouraged about that too. Like them starting their own thing, being scared. Oh, I want to be a hairstylist. I want to open up a salon, but I live in Atlanta. There's a million hair salons, but they're not you.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have your gift, your vision, how can you make it different?
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're doing with the app.
Yeah. And obviously from like a business and tech space, the way that my brain works is like, yeah, we have to bring it. Like, yes, we have to have.
She's actually right. Once you find a good stylist or barber, it doesn't matter how many barbers are there or stylists, you're going to go to that one because they have the right price. And if they don't have the right price, they have the right braiding technique. And if they don't have the right braiding technique, they have the right install. And if they don't, they have something specific. You don't just go to a new stylist or barber just like that. It's a decision. It is a conscious decision. First agreement. First agreement with them.
Have a fruitful product. We need to be, tech first. But I think in my mind, what makes the app so special and the community so special is because of how intentional we are and how curated the content is. The new shows that we've brought, like the authenticity. I feel like authenticity is like the most front-facing word for me in the app and in the community. It's a place for women, a safe place for women to be authentic, to be themselves. And our goal is not only to attract those women, but to attract a tribe for those women, for the women that feel like they're in solitude, but want a community, for women that are coming out of isolation, for women that might have really good friends and really great friendships, but don't have entrepreneur friends, or don't have friends that live in the area. Like, there's no reason with where technology is these days and how accessible social media is for people to feel alone and for them to not feel supported by other women that are thriving and living their best lives. And I think in addition to there being this like healing community component, we also have so much entertainment because that's just naturally who you are. So it's like, there's funny content, there's bonus content, there's journal entries, there's what else?
We're gonna get into scripted, little stuff like mantras. I want to get into, meditation.
Okay, finally, after 1 hour stream last time and in 40 minutes, we finally get some more information about the app from the creators who are marketing the app.
Albums, like the affirmations and all the things, like putting that on there.
I feel like we just created a playground, like a digital world, playground where like all of your crazy ideas have somewhere to live. All of the iterations that we've had with literally Close Friends, which I'm still, again, I feel like we've talked about this before, but like I'm still so proud of Close Friends.
Me too.
That is like the first time
tell them how much we made. Tell them.
Almost $500,000 from an idea that I had that I was like, you know what? You're funny. And we need to be charging people for this Close Friends access.
Crazy?
And Instagram, sir, did not have it yet.
They did not have subscriptions. We invented it.
So you're behind the idea B. Simone had where people can pay to have access to her amazing and like her amazing self. So let's take a pause, actually. Let's pivot. Since they're talking about a safe space, I am planning to invite a therapist on. She's supposed to lead us in discussion about we are going to be doing a brief interview with her because she's I think she's a little famous, but also we're going to be talking about navigating bold voices in Black women's spaces, and she will be giving her perspective because I think she's a very audacious person. What we're going to be talking about is what I feel like is a complex tension in my space. And that is, how do we protect Black women's safety while preserving their right to audacious expression? So I think my space is one where Black women share bold ideas freely on identity or agency or systemic challenges or Black men or even, I can't say that word, but even some like violent stuff that people experience. I think Black women here share their ideas boldly. However, I'm not a Black woman. And when facilitating this, I think I struggle with when moderation is empowering versus when it silences someone, especially when I feel that harmful rhetoric is emerging in the community. And also, I question whether I'm the person to moderate such discussions at all. So I'm hoping that her voice will help because of her. She has sort of a unapologetic presentation to the world, and if she accepts the interview, you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. So I think she would be good as far as leading a discussion on that. And what I'm talking about is I would like this space to be one where, so do you guys notice that TikTok has been racist? Let's start there. TikTok has been a lot more racist, a lot more sexist. And I can leave a comment like "you're stupid" to someone who's talking about DDG and Holly and saying something stupid. My comment will be flagged, reported, taken down. I won't be able to comment for like 30 days or something, and I'll get a strike. Someone else will comment straight up like racism, homophobia, sexism, like violent type of language. That is some of the most racist, sexist stuff I've ever seen. I will report their comment. It will stay up. TikTok will say nothing here was violated at all. I think there's a type of audacity that white people and men are able to employ on the internet. Like y'all remember Fresh and Fit were like in a KKK hoodie, and we're talking about how women aren't actually being R'd and they're just making it up and they actually enjoy it. Like they've said some wildly violent language. And it took them a lot just to get demonetized, not even removed from the platform. I feel that Black women's threshold to get that same type of treatment where your comments are deleted or your content, if you're a creator, is removed or flagged or your whole channel taken down. The threshold seems so low and disproportionate compared to what men and white people are allowed to get away with. So I was hoping this could be a space where I don't actually have to moderate language, or rather, I don't desire to moderate language, regardless of if I think an opinion is disgusting or like really bad and uncouth. I don't feel that I should be moderating. I feel that this should be a space where you are allowed to be as bold as you want to be. And as, hold up. Oh my God. Sorry. I was trying to see what was being texted at. Anna, oh, that's so sweet. I got an amazing text. So, but sorry for the detour. The point is, this is supposed to be a space where you can be audacious, right? And you can share those opinions without worry of being moderated in that way. But as the channel grows, I feel that there are opinions that are harmful. We had a whole victim blaming arc, for example, where we were discussing people who blame victims for their own abuse. And when these comments surface, or homophobia, transphobia, even sexism, for example, colorism, stuff like that, when stuff like this emerges in the community, this is where I say there's now, I feel, a conflict with protecting Black women's safety while preserving their right to audacious expressing, in a sort of discomfort with me deciding who is to be silenced and whose opinion should be allowed. So she'll be coming in to help us with that conversation. I'm looking forward to that if she accepts. If not, then we could just have it by ourselves. That's fine too. Remove myself from all platforms except YouTube. The other ones became exhausting. Yeah, exhausting. Like, every day. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. I do. With that being said, we can now pivot back to our video. We're just taking periodic breaks because it feels agonizing for me to get through it. And please do leave a like if you just got here, by the way. We'll say that periodically. All right, let's get to it.
Charging people for this close friends access.
Crazy?
And Instagram, sir, did not have it yet.
They did not have subscriptions. We invented it.
We broke the internet, and the blogs were blogging.
They were blogging.
For something positive.
Yeah, for something positive.
This was new. And then shortly after, I'm sure Instagram had it in the works. Like, it wasn't like subscriptions didn't exist.
I'll let you know when it is, by the way. I'm planning mid to late July, depending on her schedule. She's going to lead us in prayer. No. she might, I don't know. I think she's religious.
I don't know. I just tell myself that to not be so delusional, but like, yeah, they for sure did.
Yeah.
They need to write us a check, as a matter of fact. Oh no, but now we're competitors.
Yeah, because we have an
I take it back. Play nice. No. Don't delete my profile again. Jerks. Actually,
like, my Instagram profile's gone. Can you follow this page?
Literally, that was devastating.
Aww.
It wasn't actually. I was actually really, really fine with it. I lost my Instagram, and I mean, I'm not an influencer, so I don't make money off of Instagram at all, $0. But it has all my memories, and I love to create content. Like, I love creating, but it's just a creative outlet for me. It's not like a business.
Yeah.
But yeah, losing access to that was interesting for sure.
Subscriptions aren't positive. I miss owning things. Reminder that my subscription to the channel gives nothing, gives absolutely nothing. No reason to join it at all, unless you just want to support by sending $1. So just a reminder, my subscription offers absolutely nothing. That's how I choose to advertise it. And it's not necessary to get any content. Okay, I think y'all are behind. But yeah, I was thinking about Cynthia G in particular. But there are some other creators too who I know about.
Yeah, but now we have our own app.
Just another pivot. Another pivot.
Just another pivot.
What pivot do you feel like we've had? Because the one that stands out to me is obviously the app. Because there was a minute where I was like, I didn't know how to break the news to you.
I know you were so scared.
I was like sweating in my pits.
So lightly, but I was pissed. But I was like,
you were in such a good
fear to come to my business partner about the business is wild. This is why you can't have someone who can't take critique as a boss or as a business partner. Why did she start her interview with Dababy in prayer, but not this interview or the one with her friend? I don't know. Maybe Dababy's religious and she want to impress him. Or she only does it for people she like. I don't know. Only for men. Sorry, women. You don't get prayer. Hell. You get hell. Only men get prayer.
Good headspace too, I feel like.
Yeah. I was coming out of like the darkness, like walking into the light, like whatever's gonna be will be. Like, I am zen. I am. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like a past version of you would have been a way
100%,
more negative impact.
100%. Because I would have felt more defeated and just like, and I'm to the point now where like I don't want to waste money.
Yeah.
But I take financial risk, y'all. I really, really do. Like if I believe in something, it's like we drop it.
Bloomingdale's. Okay.
40. We drop a 50. Okay, 10 bands. Like I put my money where my mouth is. I put my money where my faith is, and I put my money where my vision and belief is. So
sometimes we do be taking losses. Like sometimes we're not seeing an ROI, but I just truly, I don't want to waste money. And I've gotten more like budgety. Like, no, like let's think about
I feel
this.
like I've said this and I got it from Jamie, but like you're respecting your money so much more than you have in the past.
100%. 100%. I respect it now, but like I'm not so attached to money that I'm scared of taking losses. I don't want to take unnecessary losses, but I know investments, you're going to take losses. So it's like, it's what comes with the game.
I feel like it's just not losing faith, you know, and I feel like we've experienced that so much from like the first couple pivots from when you first launched Be Simone Beauty.
Oh my God, these people in Pivot and Jesus. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I'm making this up or not, but it seems like if B Simone was left to her own devices, she would be out of all of her money. It seems like her friends are keeping her grounded. Like, hey, you can't just you can't launch this business with no product. You can't just invest all this money with no plan. You shouldn't invest in that. You should be conservative with your dollar and invest it wisely. It doesn't seem like B Simone ever credits this to her friends. Like I've become so much more budgety and I've become so much more fiscally conservative. And it never seems like she's like, this woman was like in the beginning, I have gratitude to the team. I'm so grateful for everyone coming to work together. I'm curious why B Simone doesn't tend to do that. Like why she doesn't tend to say, I'm so grateful I have a team of people who are keeping me grounded so that I'm not losing all of my money. Instead, B Simone, like it seems like in conversation takes credit for that. I could be reading into it too much though.
And then launching the books and that being a huge financial loss. Not just financially, but in the eyes of the public. Like that was a really
100%.
difficult.
I still deal with it today. That was 2020. We're talking about 5 years later and people still comment.
Yeah.
Crazy
and
stuff.
that goes back to the team.
Her book was a loss. So if you guys are confused about the B Simone book controversy, basically what happens is B Simone, we talked about this on the last stream, but B Simone apparently plagiarized her book. And she says this wasn't her who plagiarized it, but rather she hired a team of people to make the book for her. Now, this is something that I think most people would be embarrassed about, but B Simone comes out on her podcast and openly say, I don't want anything to do with making my business succeed. I just have a vision and I want all of you to do the work for me. So apparently the people who she wanted them to do the work plagiarized. And she had a plagiarism scandal. So, in case you guys were curious.
We have a team now that we can hold accountable, that has contracts, that are moving from a place of excellence and understand the vision and aren't taking shortcuts, aren't copying and pasting. I was not involved in that. Neither were you, actually.
It's like at this clear, you're the face, but
she had no idea.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
The day the world found out was the day I found out, and I was nauseous. Do you hear me? To find out.
The day the world found out she plagiarized the book, well, her team plagiarized the book. We don't know who actually did it. We're just, based on what B Simone says, she hired other people to do this, and they did it. B Simone finds out that it's plagiarized the day that the world does. So the day that it's in the tabloids, which is interesting because it's your book. So I'm like, did you read it? Or maybe she read it and she just didn't realize someone else, like she didn't Google it or something.
On a blog with the rest of the world is crazy.
I feel like rewind. Remember I said you were crying at the photo shoot because I was like, hey, there's a whole warehouse. How are we shipping the products? And you had no idea because I mean, I think that you've grown now and learned you need to be more involved in the day-to-day. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to take action on those things, but you need to know that there's someone that is capable of executing those things. And at the time, you had this veil that there was someone that was able to do those things, but they weren't. And then I was seeing those things weren't getting done. So I was like, obviously going to bring it up to you because I didn't know
what's happening.
I didn't know there was a veil to begin with. I was just like,
poor quality control. And the crazy thing is B Simone did not have to read the book. All she had to do is hire like proofreaders for one to make sure everything's good in the book, but also maybe people who are going to verify that it's not plagiarized. Like that could have been the same person proofreading and plagiarism verification.
So these things aren't happening. Like, what's going on? And again, like, we weren't working as closely together in the beginning. We were still kind of working through the other people that were on the team, even though we saw things. Like, me and Frankie were very aware of some of the things that we saw. But then when the whole book situation happened, I was so sad for you, because I knew. I feel like you have to think about, when someone is the CEO of a business, they're not in there drawing. They're not in there like on the
100%.
computer creating the design. Does that mean that you don't have responsibility? Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, those are the people that were hired, that you
Through my
trusted.
company. Right,
But
right,
I
right.
also feel like it was so sad for us to see you go through that
Oh, it was
when you
devastating.
weren't,
A part
in
of
my
it.
opinion, responsible for it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was like one lesson, and then there was more lessons, and then it was kind of the same thing. But I also feel like if you didn't go through all of those struggles, you wouldn't be the leader that you are today. You wouldn't
100%.
respect your money the way that you respect your money now. You wouldn't be cautious about being around people that drain your energy instead of lift
Fueling
your
it.
energy,
Yep, yep.
or people that, like, a perfect example is, like, we could not talk for a couple days, and I'm like, hey, can we get on a call? And I have updates for you.
Yeah.
It's not like you're asking
Yeah.
me
What's going on?
what's going
Yeah.
on. I'm like, hey, did you do this yet?
Yeah.
I feel like if anything, it's the other way around. I'm like, just a reminder.
Yeah.
But I feel like that took years of us kind of learning each other and like slowly getting here. And
You've
obviously,
been one of my healthiest work relationships.
I love that. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm really fortunate that I had JNF Creatives with Frankie, and
Yeah.
although we have separated our business since then, that really taught me so much in how to be a business partner. And at the time, I feel like we were going through this, like, we were a mirror for each other, and I feel like we built such a beautiful space for us to evolve as women, to become the best version of ourselves. But we also needed independence. So I do feel like we had a really healthy relationship, although it was challenging at times.
Yeah.
Which part feels tense? And now that I thought she was doing good, I thought she was doing so well, but now she's about to bring up, we've had a good relationship, even though it was challenging at times. Y'all know B. Simone can't let that go. My prediction. Oh, challenging at times? Tell me about that. When has our friendship been challenging at times? That's interesting. You think it's been challenging? Tell me about that. That's what I think's about to happen. She interprets being involved. Yeah, I heard that.
But I'm so grateful to have had that experience, so that I know how to show up in this experience and know that this is different. Although we have a friendship, it was built, we have a work relationship first. Like, on my birthday, which still, you texted me about work, and I was like, hello?
I did.
But I
Then I
feel
called
like,
her. I was like, oh my God, happy birthday.
but I wasn't offended. I was like, oh my God, she forgot. But I didn't feel, whereas like if a friend did that, it would feel weird. But because we're working on so much, there's so much that we're working on outside of the app. So there's just a million moving pieces. I'm not offended. And when I am, I communicate that.
And I
you
love
too.
that.
How do her friends always do? She did this on the last interview too. Her other friend, they always compliment B. Simone when they're talking about their grievances with her, but it's like her last friend was like, I was homeless. I was on the streets. I had to go and move in with my parents. I had my car repossessed. My baby's daddy left me, so I had to be a single mother. And you weren't there for me. You wouldn't even spit on me. You wouldn't spit on me if I was on fire when I was homeless. But that's not your fault. You are B. Simone. You have so much going on in your own life. I never held it against you because I know that God was calling you for something, right? Her friends are always lifting her up, even when they're talking about the bad times with her. But it looks so bad. Like, it looks bad to me. I don't know if it looks bad to B. Simone, but it looks so bad. You called me on my birthday to talk about work, and then you were like, oh my God, I completely forgot it was even your birthday. My bad. Happy birthday. But I didn't take that personally because we are business first. I shouldn't expect you to be a good friend. I should expect you to be a good business partner. Like, the way that they talk seems insane to me. I think it's the trying to hold up B. Simone on a pedestal that makes their grievances that they voice with her that much more jarring to me, because I'm expecting something positive to like, I'm expecting something legitimate. It was my birthday, but we had only been friends for 2 weeks, so you didn't know. As soon as I told you, you apologized and said, take the day off. Like, I'm expecting you to say something that redeems B. Simone. I'm not expecting you to say, oh, well, I shouldn't have expected you to be a good friend because we're also business partners. So I should expect you to be cutthroat business first. Why discuss when cameras are rolling? No, let them discuss it. Let them discuss. I want to see.
So there's just a million moving pieces. I'm not offended, and when I am, I communicate that.
And I
you
love
too.
that you do that, Jasmine. Like I do. The old me would have been not that I wouldn't have liked it, but wouldn't have been able to handle the difficult conversations. And it doesn't really even have to be difficult. It's like I feel like I'm pretty like, oh my God, like I'm sorry, or I try to take accountability as much as I can. But like I love the fact that when something bothers you, you say it and we talk about it in the moment and we have a space where we can do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just I love that. I'm so grateful for conversations like that. You know, it helps me bring my awareness up. Sometimes it's just like it's like, okay, be aware of this, be aware.
But you don't know what you don't know. And I feel like there needs to people need to get rid of this like toxic mentality that someone's going to read your mind because that's just not going to happen. Like, would I love for everyone to read my mind? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I have a responsibility to communicate my needs and my feelings and my boundaries, and I'm very comfortable doing that. But it's took a long time to get here. And on the flip side, you're so open that it makes it easy for me. I can be super honest and say, hey, I love you, but can we have this, more difficult conversation about XYZ? And I feel like then we create an action list of like, okay, so what can we do for this not to happen
100%.
again? Or what can we learn from this?
100%.
How can we pivot? And I feel like we attack those situations so seamlessly.
In a healthy way,
Like it's really been very easy, honestly.
Oh my God, knock on
Like a
wood.
breeze. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I love
Oh
this
my
dress.
gosh, I do too. I'm so proud of us.
Me too.
Like, okay, so what do we need to tell the people about? I mean, I guess everybody's not an entrepreneur. So I was about to say starting their business, but everybody's not an entrepreneur. So I
think following your
I want to preface this with saying, please do not take anything she's about to say. If you're someone starting a business or you're an entrepreneur, please do not listen to the hands-off entrepreneur. Please don't. Well, y'all can actually. Y'all are grown. Take whatever advice you want to.
Faith, like following your it doesn't necessarily have to be a business, but like following your passion, whether that's in the work you do, in the relationships you have,
how you show up every day, like being able to be fulfilled.
I think that something about us is that no matter what obstacle is in front of us, we have faith and look towards how we've overcome things in the past, and we just are resilient and we keep trying again.
Yeah, literally.
But I feel like that's the secret. Like you just keep going and you don't stop. And that doesn't mean that there isn't hard times. That doesn't mean that, like the book situation and so many other situations that have happened since then. That doesn't mean that it's all rainbows and butterflies. Like there's times where we're on the phone crying. And it's not about us. It's just about life. Like recently because I don't usually bring you as much into like my personal, but I was, you caught me that one day.
I was like, are you okay?
And I was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God. But I feel like that's what's like so beautiful about this is that you're not always going to be 100%. And I think there's so many things like today was such a beautiful, I feel like that's why I'm getting emotional because today was such a beautiful reminder that we're not always going to be 100%, but we have the people around us that are that trust in the vision, that are like soldiers, that are continuing to take steps forward. We're signed to an amazing agency. Like we have such amazing team members. Everyone believes in the vision, and like we're really just getting fucking started.
What?
And sorry, I know
it's okay. No, you do, and it's okay. And I love the way you said that because I want to stay with you, but I do.
God left my mouth a little spicy.
Okay, well keep the spice, honey. We need it. Say it again.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
No, but truly.
The fact that we're just getting started is my...
I curse a little. Hold up.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also,
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck. I
actually do cuss a little. Okay. Back to this engaging interview.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
We spent all these years preparing for this very moment.
That's crazy. I've really been feeling this wave of like, we really do, like everything is coming together. I think the last year and a half has really just been faith, truly. Like there has not been a lot of signs that things are headed in the right direction. Like it's been pure faith. Like we've been operating out of pure faith. And I think what I mean by that is like the last year, there wasn't like a deal that was signed. That was this year. There wasn't lucrative, the businesses they were being invested in. And although B is investing in them and I'm technically salary, like I'm investing too. That means I'm not taking on other clients. I'm not bringing on other work.
You're making this priority.
Yeah. Like I'm investing all of my time and energy. And like, there was a whole year where we were.
So this is why B. Simone likes her. I threw away everything to invest in you and yours in this.
Just blindly, faithfully continuing without knowing what was going to come back. And I think now we're like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Like truly, like there was, and I kind of hate to say that, but like we knew there was a light even though we couldn't see it.
100%.
And I feel like
that light at the end. So you've had faith for like years while doing nothing. And now it has come to fruition and everything's moving into place, which is how we got the app that we see today. And you see the light at the tunnel. The light, I fear, may be delusion. It may be delusion, I fear. Isn't this what I said earlier about my sister paying that $100 thinking she was going to move the zero over at the bank and it was going to turn into 1,000? She was going 10 times her money. Just any day now. Any day now. She's going to send it to me. She's probably busy right now. Just you've invested in it. And at the time, by the way, $100 was a lot. Chips were like 25 cents a bag and stuff like that. Not like $1.19 like they are right now. So it's the point. It's you invest so much into something that's going nowhere and you start convincing yourself that it's taking off and this is it and we made it. I think that might be what happened. She's invested a lot in this, so it has to work. Even if it's not working, I'm going to say it's working.
that's like blind faith and
Blind
trust.
faith, literally.
And just knowing like
Why is she famous? I didn't know she was famous. I just see her go viral on TikTok every like 2 years for having messy friendship usually.
you always figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like, but we're just going to continue.
We're just gonna
And here we are.
living in it.
The
Though.
pieces are connecting.
Yeah.
Like the energy is amazing.
It's
What?
crazy.
Signed to Dear Media, which is so cool. I feel like, I don't know. I think it's cool. We
It's
signed
so
to Dear Media,
cool.
and then the next week it's Khloe Kardashian. I'm like, bet we made the right decision because I don't know if you guys know, we had a couple offers on the table.
We did.
We had a couple offers on the table. And I was like,
I literally had to pray about that. I was
Yeah.
like, who do we go with? Why? What are the pros and cons? And
yeah,
like, when you have decisions like that, like even that's a blessing though.
Yeah.
Like having to choose between, you
for
know,
sure.
and I just
So,
feel
like
so at
big
home.
networks.
Yeah.
This wasn't like a small, like,
sure.
like it was a competitor, you know,
Yeah.
like. And I feel like, I mean, we both prayed about it and we were both just weighing the pros and cons, but I think that we were led in this
Yes.
direction. And it was really valid. Although, you know, it is like, it's validating that we're here no matter what, but it was really validating that I saw the next week that Khloe, I was like, they could be anywhere in the world
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool. And I think the fact that we have this like app now is fucking crazy.
It's
Again, with the F-bombs. I'm
crazy. No,
sorry.
it's fine. I get it. I feel
It's
you.
crazy.
We have an app, the LTTA app. What is happening?
The only coding I know is for MySpace.
And we have an app. Top 8. Yeah.
No, I didn't have top 8.
You didn't?
No, I had a top 4 because that was too much pressure. Tom and music.
Tom.
Tom
That's
and music.
crazy.
Should we have it?
Yeah.
Should we bring that back?
That's
Can we
lit.
steal that?
We should do that.
I don't know. I'm scared.
Let's
Give
give
me
our
something
way.
else. Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Don't take none of them.
I'm like, but that was kind of,
That's cool.
MySpace times was lit.
Like AOL. That's lit. Like a little username and you have these.
But see, this is like, we could just sit
we
here.
do this all day. It's like wrap up the convo. We're trying to
we're trying to wrap it up and we're living in delusional land. Like Will Smith just called. We got to go.
He did though.
No, I know he did.
Oh.
You were on the freaking album.
I'm on Will Smith's album. Yeah. The first voice you hear on Will Smith's album is me. I'm on the intro with Jazzy Jeff. Period. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Your girl, B. Simone. Check the track list. It dropped March 28th.
So there you have it. You were asking what is B. Simone famous for? She is in Will Smith's rap music. Will Smith, as we know, has a very banging rap career. His music is very hot, very fresh, popping. They call him the Fresh Prince, I think. And so that is that. She also interviews people and she goes to church sometimes in outfits that people question. And yeah, so if you were curious why she's famous, don't do what to Will Smith. What did I do to Will Smith? He and Nick Cannon, if they came together and put their rap careers together, they could really have. No, they couldn't. But that's her fame comes from being on Will Smith's track, I think is what she's trying to say. And y'all, Will Smith is like, you can, just like if I say Billie Jean, you already know the rest of the song, right? Just like I can do that and you know Michael Jackson, You already obviously have heard Will Smith's song too, and you know that by heart, don't you? Yep. The one he just came out with is fresh, so it's right. It's on your mind. Oh, I did hear I Like Pretty Girls. I did see that one. We'll have an Oscar. Okay.
Like people probably think I feel like they don't even know it's real.
I'm
and
not
it's
playing the manifest game, y'all. Literally go to
Like
Apple
real
Music
life.
right now. I'm
Real
on Will
life.
Smith's album, which is absolutely nuts. He called
Real
me to his
life.
house. I went to his house, and yeah, we talked for 4 hours.
And then she called me, and it's so funny because I'm unfazed.
Do you see how? Oh, go ahead.
What? Do I see what?
No, when I called you, what were you gonna say? How I was nervous.
No,
I was
how
like, what
unfazed I was.
Oh.
And I was just like, of course you are.
I was like, I am on Will Smith's album. I just left his house. She was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm not playing the manifest game.
And I was
She's like, I know. I'm like, is this cool or not?
Sorry. Woo! Oh, was that too loud for the listeners? I'm so sorry. We have the door open.
What if somebody
Oh
had
my
headphones?
Wake up.
Oh my God, I just got on Will Smith's album. Okay, yeah, I know. Sure. Oh, sorry. I'm just not excited because, you know, I just always expected it and stuff. Yeah. Okay, you better provide some cover for yourself. I just wasn't excited because I already knew you were destined for it. Got it. Let me write that one down. Will Smith music slaps. Somebody go get Chris Rock and tell them y'all playing with him. Will Smith and Jennifer Lopez have the same music career. No, I think I'll stick with Nick Cannon.
So hot. You guys, we have an app. Just get the freaking app. I will see you next week.
Your mind sweating.
I want to take this weave off. I wish this was a wig. It would be on the floor, but it's attached.
Oh, Infinite. The Kardashians are famous for something very specific. Or they were. Now they're the Kardashians. Like they pioneered that. Whatever. Are there more? Is there something that imitates the Kardashians? Can anybody think of that? Like a group now or a family now? That's like what the Kardashians were. I don't know what to call them. It's like this rich white girl thing. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what they are. They are just the Kardashians. Like they are their own thing. I don't know that there's something else like that. They are famous for not much of anything, actually. I don't know why they got famous off of a tape. And we really just watched their lives for no reason.
If this was a wig, maybe this wig would be on this mic.
Your hair looks fabulous. Those curls.
Okay, it's like this shit. Oh, but yeah, but literally back to your media though. Like when I do want to wrap this up, but I wanted to make this point with your media and the other options we had. Like when you slow and steady, like the old me would have been so hungry to just choose. I don't care. Does anybody take the money, whatever. Slow and steady. And then like how we said, we prayed on it. We waited. We didn't make like a quick, like impulsive decision. It feels so at home.
Yeah.
Like walking in a decision that you made between 2, 3, 4, 5 things. And when you know you made the right decision, it just, all the pieces of the puzzle come together and it feels so aligned is what I want to say about your media.
I feel like it might not, like, it just goes back to faith. And I don't know how to break that down for people that don't have faith, but it just goes back to you don't know the details of what it is, but you can feel it.
Believing it
like,
until you see it.
Yeah, like we always believe it, but you can feel it. And I feel like that's happened with every single team member, every single opportunity, every single person that is a part of the app project and content.
Literally.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah.
If you are on the app, you know exactly what we're talking about. Should we say the name?
Yeah.
You do it.
No,
You do it.
Okay, on 3.
1,
1, 2, 3. LTTA talk. Oh my God.
The way that I bawled my eye, I'm so embarrassed.
No, you're not, Jasmine.
It's fine. But the way I bawled, I was like knees to the chest.
I know, crying.
The things that I said, I'm
I
like,
know.
oh my God.
I know.
Oof.
And we're not editing it.
And I'm sweaty.
It's out there. I'm sweaty.
Ugh.
I am.
No, I'm sweating because I'm thinking about the things that I said. I was like
I'm on a
non-disclosure.
I'm like,
my toes are foggy.
I have not cussed in months. I am about to let it go. Oh my God. I love you guys so much. Jazz's shoes are fogging up.
My toes, can you see my toes? Oh, this is why you don't wear clear shoes. They're cute though.
Something is wrong. I'm drinking green juice. Y'all know I'm always trying to eat healthy. I need some meat.
Okay.
I am eating here.
In summary, you pivot even when you're sweating. You pivot even when you're hot.
Never give up.
And you keep going till the end, until your toes are fogged up.
You guys, seriously. We love you guys. And we're leaving.
We'll see you on LTTA app.
Meet us on the
If
app.
you want to see me crying my eyes out, spilling everything.
If y'all can see behind the camera, everybody's red and everybody is drinking water. It's just the LA sun. Their media got air, y'all. I don't want to make it seem like their air don't work. It works. It does. I don't know. We're gonna talk about that off the mic. I need my check. We're not gonna talk about their media.
We love you guys.
Love you guys. I
I'm
will
so
see y'all
happy to
next
be
week.
here.
I'm so happy that you were in my life.
Oh, I'm happy you're in my life too.
I love you.
I love you too.
So much. My
We're so
fingers.
cute. You love my hands, my chubby little hands.
We're gonna get a jet.
We already had one. Another one.
You're so cute. Yeah.
Okay. You know when I went to
Why
Cabo,
did I look up how much it was to take a jet to Bali?
Oh God,
Girl,
of course you did. But
there's
first,
no way.
I went to, I was in Cabo last week, and I got to the airport, and I was so confused because I didn't recognize the airport. And I'm like, I was here.
Am I interrupting your conversation? Like, I thought I was here to watch a podcast, you know. Sorry.
Last year,
yeah.
But I was at the private airport.
Yeah, because we took a jet to Cabo.
I felt very bougie
Isn't
when
it
I
lit?
arrived in my little Comfort Plus.
You're right. You're like, all right now.
I arrived in my little Comfort Plus seat 12, and I was like, oh yeah, I came here in a jet
In a
before.
jet.
Yeah, but that was
Like, doesn't the podcast usually have a topic? Like, oh, let's talk about Trump did something today. Let's talk about Deontay Cowell and grits and eggs going viral, and then let's talk about my old career on Wild and Out. Like, isn't there usually specific topics? Like, yeah, there's conversation in between, but usually there's like something that you talk about specifically. It's not just like you come on and talk with your friend. Like, oh my God, I flew to Cabo last week and it was crazy. The flights were not too expensive. No, really, they weren't too expensive. Like, and then, yeah, I had never been on a jet before then. And so it was kind of crazy. But then I went and so I had to get on a plane for the ride back because they don't sell jet rides on that side of the international world. And so I just had to come back on a regular plane. And then I got back and I made sure they flew the jet back so that I could use it for the next time. And with all due respect, who cares? Who cares? I mean, I'm sure you both care about each other and you both care about this, but like for the podcast, and maybe I would feel differently if there was substance throughout the podcast and these were like side conversation, but these are like the main discussions.
That was a really cool experience.
We're doing that again for sure.
Yeah.
That's easy peasy.
Done.
A little 20 bands on a 2-hour ride.
Okay. Maybe we can borrow Will's. Till next time.
Willard. Come on the app. I mean, come on the app and the pod.
B. Simone saving money, 20 bands on a 2-hour jet ride. But she's gonna stop shopping at Bloomingdale's and go to H&M. And if her friend homeless, she ain't gonna give her friend nothing. 20,000 on a jet ride, no problem.
Maybe
We're doing that again for sure.
Yeah.
That's easy peasy.
Done.
A little 20 bands on a 2-hour ride.
Okay. Maybe we can borrow Will's. Till next time.
Willard. Come on the app. I mean, come on the app and the pod.
20 bands on a 2-hour jet ride, wild. And it's just like that, just can't, easy peasy. That's nothing for me. Like, this recontextualizes the homeless friend for me. Because right now, B. Simone says right now she's conservative with her money. She doesn't spend as much. She's saving. She's being conscious about how she uses her money right now. In the past, it wasn't like that. She would spend extravagant amounts of money. She even said, I think, hundreds of thousands or 80,000. She gave out some numbers earlier in this live stream. So right now, with her conservative self, she's able to just 20,000 on a jet right now so we can go vacation at Cabo. This means she had to have been spending even more extravagantly when her friend was homeless and getting the car repossessed and being a single mom with nothing to her name. B. Simone, on the last interview, co-opted her friend's homelessness and made it about how she can't shop at Bloomingdale's and has to shop at H&M. So she's also struggling. Not even good storytelling or good jokes. Nope. Just give us nothing.
Pod. I already told you. I'm gonna text you. I ain't even got Will's number, but I'm gonna text you. All right, bro. See y'all next week. That is the outro. Y'all, bye. High five. See you Monday.
Sometimes I just feel so alone.
You can't do the work for nobody.
I know. The LTTA app is available now. What does that mean? It means we're in the beginning stages and you have to unlock your invite. It is invite only. Go to Edo and evolve through LTTA. Excited. I can't.
Okay, what did we learn, guys? The link's there. Does anyone have anything to say? Look at your neighbor and say he's a meat stretcher. He'll stretch your meat. Nothing? Y'all didn't learn anything? Oh, y'all reminded me to cancel my subscription. Are y'all getting a... Please don't. Maybe we can go in the Discord and see what's on the app. I haven't looked around like that. I went on there and I was like, what is this? Where's the door? Gonna give us an app with no door. But I did post a link just because the last time we did the Be Simone video, I didn't actually post the link. I had completely forgot to do the panel. Usually we do a panel at the end of all of these, but I forgot. So if you have anything to say about Be Simone on the last one where she was talking about her friend, or you have anything to say about this one, please do hit the link. Come and let your voice be heard while I hit this outro. Thank you everyone for coming, by the way. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you on the other side. Let's see if I have some memes. Oh, oops, that's not a meme.
Not a day goes by that my mom is not lifting me up in prayer.
That's true.
For hours at a time. Not a day goes by that my
anyway,
mom is not lifting me up in prayer.
That's true.
For hours at a time.
That's all I got.
Dark-skinned men make fun of light-skinned men the most, but they be the main ones creating them. Dark-skinned men make fun of light-skinned men the most, but they be the main ones creating them.
Just the messenger. Just the messenger.
My name's Adam. This is my first drink.
My name's Adam, and this is my first drink.
My name's Adam. This is my first drink.
My name's Adam, and this is my first drink.
My name's Adam.
Oh, I thought somebody was calling. Let's see. It's always the fruity drinks that can't be trusted. He didn't even have a chance. I love when divas have a good time. Me too. All right. Wait, y'all didn't even see that? Was that even on the screen? I don't think y'all even saw that, did you?
My name's Adam. This is my first drink.
My name's Adam, and this is my first drink.
Oh, y'all did see it? I went to StreamYard and it wasn't on the screen at all.
How does water get into a coconut? Like I drink water, right? But a coconut don't drink water.
The liquid which eventually reaches the coconut is referred to as the endosperm. This endosperm acts.
Damn, look, creamy tissue. Oh, is drinking cocoa. No!
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was nut in it. Y'all were right. I have an issue. I keep shaking my foot. Okay, that's all I got. Oh, I can't show that. That's
I don't give a fuck about me and you. You say your wife's name one more time, I'm gonna delete all that motherfucking money. I don't give a fuck about me and you say your wife's name one more time, I'm gonna delete all that motherfucking money. I don't give a fuck about me and you say your wife's name one more time, I'm gonna delete all that motherfucking money.
and he not gonna say it twice. And won't say it twice. Okay, that's all I have for real this time. Nobody hit the link to join. So.
How long have you been single?
3 years.
So you haven't been talking to nobody in them 3 years?
I was dating myself for 2 years of the 3.
Does that mean you went to therapy?
Yeah, for sure.
Quick, what's your therapist's name?
It was an AI. I did AI.
AI
2025.
I'm just trying to be.
Look, the way last stream, no, 2 streams ago, I said, hey, do you think it's weird that people are using ChatGPT as a therapist? Isn't that weird? And she was like, I use it as therapy. And my old friend, well, most of my friends are telling me they use it for therapy. Everybody in the comments was like, I use it for therapy. Everybody online is saying they use it for therapy. So I can't even be mad. Everybody's doing it. I thought we were all in this together or out of this together, but apparently everyone's in it together except me. I need to know what ChatGPT therapy is doing for y'all. I actually don't understand what people mean when they say they use it for therapy. I have no idea. I want someone to do it in front of me. That didn't sound right. But I just want them to do it so I can see. Or show me the conversation. Someone send it to here. Let me put my email up here. Somebody show me. You can blur your name and well, I don't think, does ChatGPT have names on it or no? I don't think so, right? It's an AI, so it's not like you need to blur its name out. We already know who it is. Somebody send their therapy conversation with ChatGPT to me. You can send it from an anonymous email. I just want to see what it is. And my friends won't show me their therapy with it. Like, are y'all like, I have crippling depression, and ChatGPT is like, here are resources near you. How are you feeling today? And what made you feel that way? Like, I have no idea what people mean. So somebody help me out. I'm going to try it. Oh no, don't don't let us encourage you. Now let's see what this man talking about.
Not ChatGPT therapy.
Trying to be progressive.
How long have you been single?
3 years.
Oh, that's the end of the clip. Okay. Now that's all I have for real this time.
I'm sorry, what? The eyes are moving. No, I'm so sorry. I moved, so it looked like the eyes moved, but thank you for that. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to please. I'm sorry, what? The eyes are moving. The eyes are not moving. That is so silly. That is so weird. Now, what
I would love this show as a child.
I want you to do, wait, you're moving right now. Are you telling me that whenever I look away, the eyes move, and whenever I look back, they don't? That is so silly. I know.
Okay. No one will believe you, children. This was my favorite bit as a kid. All right. That's all for real this time. Definitely for real this time. That's all. That's all I got. Oh, some slam poetry. No, I don't think we're going to watch that. Oh, let's watch some gospel.
Once I surrender, I'll dare back. 'Cause if I do, I'll get off track. Move ahead and faith. Once I surrender, I'll dare back. 'Cause if I do.
Oh, I just realized that might be copyright music. Oops. Fair use, and all of that. Transformative and whatnot. So, I didn't get to read the comments. Who is this? Who are these people? Is this the Temptations I hear so much about? Somebody said, just leave it down there, Mary. Bruh at the door is genuinely concerned. That was nothing but the devil trying to get you off track. But look at God. You stayed the course. So every church is the same. They all say the same stuff. All right. I believe that's all. Oh, I don't want to watch that one. That one's sad. Okay. That's all I have for you. Oh, here, we can do one more since we're on the Christian topic.
What's crazy, when I met my wife, I wasn't attracted to her at all. Wow, at all. Not in the slightest. Truth of the matter is, I wanted her sister. What? That's who I wanted. Now, her sister was bad. That's who I wanted. But I thank God that he saw fit to give me what I needed. Not what I wanted. That's good. He didn't care about what I wanted. Right. But he gave me what I needed. Was I happy about it? No. Of course not. But living for God is not about happiness. It's about purpose. That's good, Doc. That's good.
The Bible says that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Right.
And when I found her, I thought she was a terrible thing. But she's good to me now.
Do I still think about her sister sometimes? Of course. Of course. I'm a man. Right. But I know what I got. It's from the Lord. That'll preach. It's from the Lord. And that's what matters, guys. That's what matters. Get you a woman from God, whether you like it or not. And you know, it's crazy. When I met my
let me find a picture of the wife. Okay, I found her.
You got to explain to me how you love him. I'm assuming this isn't an act. I'm assuming this isn't the way just for TV.
He acts normally.
Okay.
Love him with all my heart. I've never given anybody my heart the way I've given it to him.
What do you love?
He acts normally.
Okay. So
that's not what I wanted to see. I want to see the clip where she's like, that's my man, and I'm going to stick beside him.
This is your man.
Yes.
Look at the screen.
That's mine. And that's what you're gonna.
I'm gonna stick beside him. That's how the wife be. While the husband talk about how hot her sister is. Okay, let's see. May this type of love never find me. Wife sitting there clinging to Proverbs 31. If Jacob and Lee were on the yellow couch. It's always so unprovoked. When I found her, I thought she was a terrible thing. Wrap it up, turn the mic off. And the wife sit there with her helmet of salvation. And there's our final comment. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I really do appreciate you all. I think we learned a lot. A lot. I think we learned a lot. Do you guys think we learned a lot? Let's see if B. Simone had comments, actually. I want to see if she had the comments on her video that we can go through. My man, I'm going to stick beside him. Yes, stick beside him. Yes. Okay, let's see what B. Simone comments say. Is this the H&M girl? So when you say when I met you, B. Simone, I didn't even know how famous you were, and then people in her comments are saying, "Who is this? Is this the girl who did the clip about H&M?" Her fans will never address the nonsense she does or says. Just, quote, don't worry about the haters, girl, unquote. SMH, is that how y'all interact with people in real life? They mess up and you just don't worry about it. Good grief. Her fans? I've not, if I'm being honest, I have not seen anybody defending B. Simone. Nobody. Even in her comment section, I have not seen anybody. Here, and speak of the devil, most people talking negatively about B. Simone do not understand going from being in the world to repenting and doing your best to walk with Christ. We have trials, we have a past, and we have growing to do. Keep going. Respectfully, bye. Baby, let me tell you, and you will be tested through situations you didn't even know and you had the strength for. I understand everything you're saying because I have been through it. But the blessings I have received throughout these last 11 years, I never imagined my life being what it is today. Thank you, Jesus. So for some reason, this type of nothing burger, I'll never say that again. This type of nothing that B. Simone gives, like, remember I talked about Donald Trump and how he talks a lot and doesn't say anything. This app's amazing. It's so good. It's the very bigly app, very bigly, and it's so amazing. And everyone tells me they love it. They love the app. They say Trump, and I say yeah. They say it's an amazing app, right? Just a bunch of nothing. Apparently, this attracts religious people. Religious people are in the comments saying, like, yes, B. They really keep coming for B, like let sis live. Exodus 20:7, which states, you shall not take the name of the Lord in vain. The Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. This commandment, part of the 10 Commandments, emphasizes the sacredness of God's name and the importance of treating it with reverence and respect. Huh? Are they talking about her saying Jesus? Okay. I don't know where it's at. Okay. And I don't know how to hang up iPhones because I don't use them. This is only a phone because my friend doesn't like green bubbles. Okay. So apparently, girl they called Beyonce a diva had her crying and depressed. She had to come member changes. So keep going. I enjoyed this. Love it when you have so much advice to give, yet never follow your own advice. Go away, B. Simone. Aw, Give people grace. God gives you grace, or do you think you're perfect? So whenever someone does something terrible, whenever they're a terrible person, they can just say, I found God, and the entire Christian community will wrap their arms around this person. That is crazy to me. Like, you don't have to do any work. You don't have to self-work. You don't have to do any self-work. You don't have to improve yourself. You don't have to go to therapy, counseling, nothing. All you have to do is say, I found God now. And the Christians will come behind you. And everything you're doing is okay because no one's perfect and you just need to keep praying. That is interesting. Okay. Now we are done. Now we are done. Now let's see how many of you are subscribed. Be sure to leave a like on the video, but I do want to see how many of you are subscribed. Okay, it's not telling me. You guys got away this time. I don't know how many of you are subscribed. I'm gonna assume 20% of you aren't. So that would be 22 people who aren't subscribed. Come outside. Tell me why. Tell me why you aren't subscribed. Going once. Going twice. No, nothing. Okay, well, be sure to hit the subscribe button then if you aren't already. Thank you everyone for joining. I will give you an outro. Have a good night. I really do appreciate you all for being here. You could have been anywhere, but you're here. It's 10:30. Go out and twerk. You still have 4 good hours until 2:30.
I couldn't sleep at 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM.